Well, hello. Welcome to Dice Revolution, the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons stream. Today we are joined by Olivia, Rain, Jordan, Hamish, Devon, and Stu. Romy is currently interstate, but also somehow casts greater invisibility on herself and can't cancel it. You know. I believe we're starting a fresh round of...
We sure are. I was just rolling for it, and it came up Romy, so I had to re-roll. But the person at the end of the stream, at the end of tonight's stream, someone will be giving a recommendation of a game, either board or video game, that you can play with yourself or friends. And the person this time will be our DM, Thea.
Yay!
So at the end of the stream, we will give a recommendation. What was last week's?
Kingdom Hearts. Hello. Me.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Last week there wasn't a stream draw. Are you okay?
I forgot that.
Because of, are you okay because of the absence, or?
Yeah, well, let's jump into a recap. So, last session, the party follows up on the threads of a mysterious woman approaching Sasha, Tywin's daughter, and as Tywin head back to his abode, he was met with Erlen Eklak and her simulacrum, both present, holding disintegrates against the two individuals in that house. Nemesis was contacted through Tywin, requesting his friends arrive. A SOS was sent out to the remainder of the party, and everyone accepted and showed up in the house.
Except for Luft.
Except for
Luft. And
Luft.
Sigmund.
Oh, and Sigmund.
Thank God.
Hey.
A lengthy, dangerous battle took place in the abode. Many clutch maneuvers from many people, mostly Torino, but many people, and an interesting fire spell cancelled, left the party beaten, bruised, and a few wounded, and at death's door. That including Tilly, Namu, and Sasha.
Wouldn't say it was death's door.
Well, it was a bit past death's door.
On the other side, yeah.
Yeah, like just you know, the
Like
orientation
and
to
like
it
taking
started.
a big, firm, like
Yeah, the
confident
orientation
step
to it
through.
started. O week in heaven or hell had started.
In the vicinity of death's door.
Yeah. After a lengthy battle, as mentioned, the Eklaks, the two twins making themselves also present with the assistance of a Gloomstalker. They were sufficiently moided, and yeah, the battle came to a close. In the wake of this battle, a priestess made herself known and informed you that she could help you with the revival of one of the fallen members, and Tywin chose to use that blessing upon Sasha. And a mysterious pod flew in while Tilly's body emanated a message. Tilly was interred into this capsule, and we pick up today's session in the remnants of Tywin's apartment with Nemu dead on the floor, Tilly interred into a pod, and Sasha coming soon.
Okay.
The priestess and the three guards that had accompanied her just stand in like the porch, no, not the porch, the landing that of your apartment. They just spectate. The priestess will also just cast a mass cure wounds on those who need it.
Oh, cool. That'd be cool.
Let me just see how much that is. That's 6 creatures.
So that's everyone who's not dead.
Yeah, 3d8. No, before you actually. 7, 16 plus 4. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sasha 5. And is there anyone else who needs it?
You can hear all this gloom stuff now.
Yeah, you all heal 20.
20.
Cool.
Pretty neat.
Useful.
You see this.
It's like half my health.
Yeah, you see the priestess clutch her holy symbol, and her fist glows with this emanating golden light, and then your wounds knit back together with the same holy light.
Blessed be. Indeed.
I need to find somewhere safe for Sasha to stay. That's out of anyone's view.
If I can talk to Theodore, if it is okay with him, we could keep her at the palace.
We were already staying there, weren't we?
For a while, yes. While you figured out what your next moves were. But yes, I could negotiate a living arrangement for your daughter at the palace.
Put her on the airship, Tywin. We must simply make it float a few feet above the ground. It will be very difficult to access.
We have too many enemies.
Indeed.
The palace, I guess that would have security.
Indeed, and a modicum of magical protection as well.
It will be discreet, right? I don't want to be an advertiser. My daughter's going to be in there.
Absolutely not. Again, I can't promise anything, but given your plight and given Theodore's respect for you individuals, I'm sure that something can be negotiated, and it will be good for Theodore's kin to have someone, a friend perhaps, of her own age as well.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. Is that okay with you, Sasha?
Sure. Palaces are a bit intimidating, but should be okay.
Yeah, if you, we're just, hopefully it's just until we get everything sorted out and then, you can live a comfortable life doing whatever you want. But we just need to make sure you're out of danger for now.
You see the priestess clasp her hands and then she vanishes alongside two of the guards. One guard remains behind just to be wary.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take Sasha to the palace. Make sure she gets there safely.
We will accompany you, Tywin.
Okay.
You notice in the interim that Nemu's body has begun to dissipate gently as the now rubble encrusted hole that the Gloomstalker burst through widens slightly. You can see a gentle breeze has started blowing through, and as the breeze passes over Nemu's body, her hair glows gently silver, and then going from the hair all the way down, it starts dissipating slightly.
Solomon, do you reckon you could give us a prayer for the fallen?
I had intended, before we departed, to set my blessing upon you all. I regret to say that you all now includes too fewer members, but yes, of course, Tywin. Please, stand before me. Let us pray for our friends. Let us pray for Nemu's safety as her soul makes its way to the moon under guidance of Ikoria. Let us pray for Tilly, whatever machine that has been sent to retrieve their form. Let us pray for the fallen Eklax. May the world never again see their scourge or the like. And let us pray for Sasha, now returned to us. Go in his light, under their eye. Let it be so.
As you finish this prayer, the remainder of Nemu's body has dissipated into this almost glittery silvery material that then gets drifted away and scattered by the wind.
I place my hand where her body was and I just go, I'm sorry, Nemo.
And as part of that, Solomon has cast the ceremony for her last rites.
What ceremony do again?
It's basically last rites, as I said, and I think the functional part of it is that she is she
Damned
can't
to hell.
can't become undead for the next 7 days or something like it. Something simple like that. By any means,
It's a classic
sort of,
funeral spell.
it's basically
It's Party Tricks God Edition.
Yeah, got it. Understood.
So a few moments pass, about 5 or so minutes, and then the priestess returns. Theodore has agreed. He will gladly provide protection and care for Sasha, I think it was, while you are out and about.
I'll go and grab Sasha's her stuff, and I'll grab her weapons from her room, and go back to Sasha and hand them to her, and then I'll holding on to her weapons, especially her bow. She uses a bow, especially her bow. When I hand it to her, I just go, keep this close by at all times. You never know when you're going to need it.
The priestess outstretches her hand. Sasha gingerly takes it, and once again, the priestess and Sasha disappear.
Does Tywin go with them?
Do you want to?
The priestess just brought her back to life. I trust her.
The two of them disappear, along with the two guards that were coming. Another 10 or so minutes pass. What? If you have any discussions,
Just to one of the guards, while I have some skill with stonemasonry, this building is unfortunately made of wood. It might be worth sending a public servant to verify its integrity. I believe somebody started a fire. I will do what I can, but as I said, it is wood. And Solomon just nods at that, as if that's explaining everything. It is wood. You understand. Can I just make sure it's not going to start a bigger fire or fall down?
Intelligence roll.
That's me. Can I add my proficiency with Mason's tools? No, it's Mason's tools. He doesn't know. He knows stone.
Yeah, but this is not just wood. It's like a combination of stone, metal, and.
Okay, what's my proficiency modifier? It's +3 at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. I got like 12.
I mean, yeah, the building looks relatively stable. Maybe the part where like the balloon stalker burst in might collapse a little, but
And
the entire building won't collapse.
Okay, all good.
Yeah.
So long as it's not going to start a fire.
Yeah, it might be worth like at some point someone might want to set up some struts in that
Yeah,
now basically new skylight that exists in Tywin's apartment.
That's what Solomon suggested.
I'm moving. I'm not living here anymore. There's no way.
Another like 5 or 10 minutes pass.
We
And then
we need to see the corpses of the Eklax. Their heads have been burned, but that's all. And when I say that was like a decent fire, wasn't it? Are their heads reduced to skulls or just nasty charred?
nasty charred corpse, not completely burned away to bone.
Can I check the bodies and see if there's any features that remain distinguishable to see if I can confirm the bodies?
Make a perception check or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
23.
So again, hair is kind of notoriously hard to burn, so you can definitely distinguish the 3 corpses by their hair. There is obviously still teeth remaining. Again, you weren't intimately aware with what their teeth look like, but you can ascertain. There is still like some skin that has survived burning. A lot of it's burnt away, but there is still some skin that remains.
Do they have any belongings of theirs that's left over from the battle?
Tywin, do you have linen in this apartment?
I'm sure Sasha's
A cupboard?
kept it stashed somewhere, yeah.
Bibles.
You can check the cupboard over there.
I'd like to search for some of the deadly.
Yeah, with these you can find some. You would find in the pile of corpses, you would find a small fob watch that seems to have survived whatever arcane fire.
A what watch?
Like a fob watch, like a pocket watch.
Right.
That seems to have survived. You also find like both of the caster's arcane focuses.
Which are?
The for Harry, that was kind of like a small spell book, like a pocket book.
Yeah.
And
Like a little Bible you get in a hotel.
yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then for Helena, it was a thin rod about yay long that comes to a point.
Okay.
What did Helena strike me with? In that fight, she hit me with some sort of melee attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what was that with? It was magical.
Yes, she infused her weapons with a spell.
Have those since faded?
Yes. And then you find the upper half of Erlen's wheelchair is kind of melted into this pile of metal, but the lower half that houses the fuel source still remains.
Fuel source still remains.
Yes.
What is the fuel source?
Is that
Aether go bang?
It is basically a like a yay big reservoir of like Aether, and then it's separated into it's partitioned into two bits, and basically it's using convection currents to like.
It's a fluid battery.
Yeah, it's basically fluid.
Holy shit.
So you can mark that down if you want.
Yeah, I've written it down.
Yeah.
Anyone have any use for this?
I am sure Luft will be
I was
interested
about
to
to
see
say
it.
Luft might
Uh,
have something to do with it.
and you also find Erlen's, the staff that Erlen was using. It seems to have survived the fire.
Staff of power? Staff of power. Retributive strike? Bang. Anyway, Solomon would like to drag the bodies to the center of the room. And do his best as he can to arrange the heads with them. And he will just throw out a sheet across all of them. Each one. Try and match their heads back up. Or at least put them with the feet.
Well,
And use the rest of his
I don't want to. I don't want to move on too quickly, but I'm going to start tracking down the order as best I can.
I beg your pardon, Tywin?
I mean, we can't just.
You mean return to your daughter, surely?
She'll be fine.
Truth be told, I'm not entirely convinced that the palace is the safest place, Tywin. This city and the one below is still at war.
The way I can make her the safest possible is to make sure that the order can't fuck with us ever again.
At the very least, spend the time with her you meant to.
We don't have time.
Tywin,
I meant to spend one dinner with her and they came and attacked.
Tywin. The order has already shown that they can kidnap people from the palace that gets over the Rusa.
Yeah, and now they're gonna see what I can do.
Tywin, please. We have multitudes of time. The Order is a multi-planar organization. It will take years to hunt them down, at the very least.
Well,
Tend to your
better
daughter,
start now.
who almost died this evening.
I don't have time.
If there is one thing you have time for in this world, it is her.
I will spend all the time with her that I can as soon as this is over.
Then you will have none of it. If you are to die, if she is to die, heavens, at the very least of old age, if nothing else, you will have wasted your time.
I'm not gonna die.
You have a chance, Tywin, to reconcile with the daughter you almost lost.
I'm not gonna die.
On what grounds, Tywin? It has happened before, and it is only through Trey that you still stand before us. You said to yourself that when you have the chance to return to your daughter you will, and now you turn away from her again? Surely, Tywin.
Solomon, I've never felt this strongly about something.
Tywin, that is your greatest fault and your greatest strength in one. It is your conviction. You cannot put it before your love for your daughter. Otherwise you fail to be a man and once again become a weapon, the very thing you said you would move away from. It is your conviction that guided you through your years as an assassin, your conviction you willed those people dead. Surely you can let your love, for one evening at the very least, be shown to her.
We need I need to make sure I'm supplied anyway. I guess I can stay in the city for a week or so.
I am sure it would be wise. The rest of us are not likely to move on so quickly given the death of 2 of our friends. Please, Tywin, take your time. Grieving is an important part of the process. While she still lives, it was a near thing. I believe it would do you well.
1 week. And then I'm leaving. And you guys can come with me or not, but I'm doing it.
1 week, and then you make that decision, Tywin. I will hope to convince you otherwise, but as I said, I have no doubt that you will convict yourself of a plan of action which may bring ruin to you and the very daughter you brought to protect. Still, let us not speak of it now. Go to her, take your time, and please reconsider. I have work to do here.
And he turns around and starts. As you have this conversation, and as Solomon completes the second casting of ceremony on the 3 Eklat corpses, you just, in the back of your mind, you can just hear, yes, your conviction is delicious. And you, almost in a mentally not present state, your hands are outstretched, not touching, but like towards Erlen, and your hands grasp around her throat and squeeze harder and harder until your hands start to hurt. And then a second set of arms, a wooden, lankier, like non-human set of arms, join you from around you and continue to squeeze harder and harder.
Wait, is he actually taking the head out from under the
No.
shoe?
This is just him
Okay.
like his.
thought you
You
said-
see this? His hands are outstretched towards Ellen, but like he hasn't made any move towards her. Delicious. And then your grip releases.
I say in my head, I'm not doing this for you. I grab my bag and I start walking out. And I turn around and I go, I'll be at the palace. And I walk out.
I'd like to run to the door and call out after him. Tywin, you gotta remember, everything we say to you is out of love. We care deeply. We don't want you to hurt yourself.
Simon doesn't respond, he just keeps walking.
For the remaining people at the now exit state of time, where the Gloomstalker burst through that pod that has landed, that is just hovering there. It starts with like a gentle chime, doot, doot, and then like text starts flashing on the outer surface. And it reads, protocol interrupted, protocol interrupted, protocol interrupted, protocol interrupted. And starting, and then at first, gentle cracks start appearing across the pod. And then they get wider and wider. What do you guys do?
Tilly, are you in there? Can you hear us? What is happening?
You didn't get a response?
Damn. Trey, what is happening to them in there? You put them in this thing, I do not understand it.
Another few moments pass, so the cracks widening.
Can I reach it?
I think we should
Yeah.
give it some space.
Can I try and
Looks like
cast
it might
mending?
explode.
You try to mend it?
Yeah.
Sure. and you do see like some of the cracks start sealing back together, but the rate that the cracks are being created and formed is much faster than any mending you can cast on it.
I do not understand what this thing is, but it is
Can I need to roll me a
presumed.
dexterity saving throw?
Yo, that's me. Do I get a +5?
Yeah, if she's close enough, then you would also have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
If you're close enough to give him the aura, you're in the radius.
Which is it, honey? Do I get copped?
Gotta save Solomon.
You don't.
Because he's a dum dum.
You never know. Solomon's there trying to fix a breaking, like a shattering egg, and you're like, oh wow, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, you get a +5.
I like that you said that after the roll. Oh, that's real kind.
Oh no, I was gonna say yes anyway.
I got a 19.
I have
Next to Trey.
a 26.
You both take 7 points of piercing damage.
Is it magical?
Yes.
You just
Fuck
got
off.
weird.
You take 7 points of piercing damage as these shards of whatever this thing is start like breaking off and flying out towards you, and then out falls a restored Tilly, gently like breathing quite heavily, falls out on all fours, and then
Like a slimy tree?
no, not slimy, just
What do you mean breathing?
Breathing.
Breathing heavily?
yeah, like
What do you mean breathing heavily?
Tilly does breathe,
Tilly breathes?
like
Trees breathe.
I've lost so much respect for you.
You what? I didn't know you breathe.
I guess I do. I didn't know I did. But
Oh, okay.
Tilly doesn't have to breathe, but Tilly does breathe.
Oh.
So like if you were underwater, if you were stuck underwater, you wouldn't like
Recreational breathing.
yeah, you wouldn't
mean,
suffer penalties.
trees do need oxygen.
It
Yes,
seems cool.
you wouldn't be penalized if you didn't breathe, but you do breathe.
Okay.
Tilly, what are you doing with your chest? I do not understand. Also, hello! I am very glad to see you are alive. I feel I must
Who
apologize.
survived? Are they dead? Are they
Tilly, the Eklax are vanquished. We have seen to it ourselves.
good?
Pray tell, what was that thing, and how did it return you to us?
It. I don't know, but it. I died.
It spoke
I died.
of a protocol.
It gave me visions.
Dear,
I saw where I'm from. And
the factory.
no, where I'm actually from.
What do you mean? That's all I...
Yes, a tractor.
Where's everyone?
I
Are they
will-
okay?
I regret to tell you, Tilly, Namu is no longer with us. She was struck down by Harry, and we could not recover her in time.
I see.
Tywin's daughter still lives. They have departed to the palace for their safety. You, we believed, lost entirely before this, and gestures to the remains of the rubble of the pod. This thing came from the sky like one of the Gaia stones. We did not understand what it was doing with you, but you say it saved you, it showed you visions?
It brought me back, but I'm not sure if it's entirely good.
Can I also get you and you to roll me a either nature or perception check?
I'm very good at one of those.
Are you not happy that you returned to this life, Tilly?
I am, but it tried to do more than just bring me back.
Do you mean it
I'm not
tried to?
sure if it succeeded or failed. It tried to reprogram me, I think. That's all I know. I think I stopped it. And then it broke. But I'm still back. Thought it would fail at bringing me back if I did that.
A risky gambit indeed, but at least you kept your sense of self. I fear what would happen to any Warforged reprogrammed, and I got a 21.
14.
Perception, that is, not
Yeah,
nature.
perception. You vaguely remember when this pod was coasting in. It was definitely interplanetary in origin.
Was it? It was X1 that we dealt with that thing. Basically one of these pods
Yep.
as well.
Yeah.
Tilly, do you believe you called this been from X1 all the way there, where we found more of these Gaia stones?
With a 21, actually, this is the arc would have not even come from X1.
I don't think that's actually where it's from, but
I cannot understand how you have managed to call a pod, as we call it.
I don't know if I called it myself or if there's something in me that did so, but
It is powerful enough to return you to life.
it's from far away, and I think so am I. What I know is
We
that
know you are from X1, indeed.
I'm from X1, but there was another place before that, and it showed me visions of a dying world, and things like me being sent to other worlds.
Things? Warforged, you mean?
Did I look like Warforged then, or what did they look
You were definitely more metallic in structure there. Though you still had plant-like elements, those
So-
have only been enhanced since the introduction of the Gaia stones.
like?
I thought your whole thing was that you were created in a factory on X1, the same place that has a crisis below it. Or did you just work there?
No, so my body was created in a factory, but they put these. I don't know if I actually told you guys.
No, I've never heard of this. This is why I'm so confused.
So did I tell you anything about the crystals in me? Like the Gaia? Because
I know you've
I
got a
was
few
looking for Gaia
powers.
crystals.
Yes.
Did I mention that I had one in me?
I think you've said that that's your power source in the same way that mine's
Okay.
Aether.
Because those were found by people a long time
Oh,
ago.
and then somebody used them to
And-
start making
yeah.
plant forged beasties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I suggest more finer.
I find this very confusing, Tilly. However, I am glad you are returned to us.
Don't be too sure yet. I don't know what that thing has done.
You look fine to me. I'll be covered in wood and burn marks, one of which is significant. I won't, but I
I wonder
could.
why the burn marks were there.
I do apologize for that. I did not know you were under the table.
If you don't mind me prying, Tilly, are you familiar with the nature of the reprogramming that the pod was attempting to perform?
Yeah.
I don't think so. All I know is that if it was going to change me, then I'd rather not come back, and that's what I expected. But I'm still back, and I feel like me.
That's interesting. Because we never worked out what those pods on X1 were up to.
You never did indeed. Propagating themselves, presumably.
Presumably.
It was a
Serena, make an insight check at advantage.
Oh, please, yes. Which one's the least cursed?
Your many years in psychology
That's a
give you
2
the
and a
advantage.
3 on the dice.
Go.
That's a nat 20 and a 3.
There is a 3 though. I'm happy about that. Oh my god, there's a secret! What? Secret alert! Secret
Real
alert!
psychology moment.
Real psychology.
Oh,
I got a nat 20 and a 10.
So I think we're all on top of it now.
Quick, everyone close your ears. You're not allowed to hear
I
this
got
one.
a
It's a secret.
15
Everyone
and a
close your
3.
ears.
Down,
I was
never
talking
went
about
down.
ears.
Oh, it was announced as a my left ear's a 15 and my right ear's a 3.
Damn, it is always the threes.
It always do be the threes. It's threes.
Before I come back to life, like the brief seconds I spend in the afterlife, I just see Nemi die.
Tilly, watch me dab! Tilly, I made it to heaven. Oh. That's what she did in Aquaria when you got straight to
You go say hi to Grants.
You can tell that to Grant.
Okay, I will. Grants, watch me dab.
Hey, Grant, I showed you.
All of you take 50 seconds.
Grant, you will not believe what I learned about Trey. What did you teach her? She teach her to dab.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
Can you go?
Catch this. What?
Did you learn what I already know, or did you learn something I don't know?
I learned something.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned something. That's the end of the statement.
And that's the end of today's session.
Yeah, we'll see you
Please
next
elaborate.
time. Anyway, what would you guys like to do?
As they're having
Solomon's been holding this stick from the old lady. Or was it a stick from
a
someone?
staff.
Staff. There's a wand and a staff.
I'm
Ritually
gonna-
casting Identify.
On the
I'm
staff.
going to silently leave. And I'm gonna try and find.
Roll a stealth check.
I'm gonna try and find my way back to the airship. Oh, I'm not trying to be sneaky
No.
about it. I'm just silently leaving.
Okay.
I'm not being sneaky about it, but I'll roll anyway. It's
Freya,
not good. It's
hold
like
on. I am just examining this artifact left behind. I will be with you momentarily.
I'm gonna go see Sigmund, and then I'm just gonna try and find my way back to the docking lands because
Find it all.
I don't know where that is.
No, you can
from,
find. Yeah, you can
from
find it.
Tyler's place because I don't know where to Tyler's place correctly.
You can find your way back. I will come back to you in just a moment. As you begin to cast as you begin to cast Identify on the staff in front of you, it is identified to you as a staff of fire.
Oi.
Ah, dear. I can already produce a significant amount of fire.
I don't.
Maybe I should give this to... Oh, no.
Would you like a staff of fire?
Tilly just looks.
All it does is set the wielding alight. That's all it does.
Yeah, Tilly holds it and
I don't know what
immediately
it's
just disintegrates.
Human Torch, but for 5 seconds.
Yes.
Just a torch at that point.
Yeah.
Your pod's just like, I'm not bringing you back with this one.
Sorry, lads.
Done.
We're done.
I might cast Healing Word on myself
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
at 4th level.
Damn.
Yeah, the staff of fire is pretty good. I might add that to your.
I haven't taken it, he's just identifying it.
Yeah.
Solomon holds onto a lot of stuff but doesn't use it.
Yeah, so currently in party loot you have lots of fire related things.
No, I've already got it written.
Chainmail of fire resistance, a flame lance, and a staff of fire.
Yep. And I gave away the rapier.
Oh, okay.
Apply that to your
I do my Healing Word.
Well, Serena, would you like a staff of fire that casts fireball and wall of fire? We could be clerics together, Torino.
We can be clerics, Tarina. Psychologist cleric and forge cleric. How does that sound?
Well, that just sounds dandy. I'd be delighted to.
That wasn't in character. You can't have it yet.
Haha.
Piss off.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Wait, what?
Is Jordan okay? Did Jordan die?
I think Jordan is dead.
He went-
Oh, no.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's just in character left the
Do
room.
well when you
'cause-
speak the name of a devil that is known to appear.
Yeah, I do everything in character now, so if my character's not there, I'm gonna leave.
That's good.
Yeah.
And if I die, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Pause.
Well, Solomon has identified the staff from.
I had my AirPods in so I could hear the stream.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
That's the exact, that's the antithesis of that whole meme.
He has AirPods in and he can't hear you.
I hate it.
He has AirPods in and he can hear you.
I believe it is time.
You
we
return
met.
to the airship,
Yeah, we'll
and there
just
seems to be
link back with Teal.
somewhat of a scuffle happening on the deck.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
sakes, why? I'm gonna head up.
You see two of the crew, basically strong arming. Devin, would you like to describe your character?
Oh, shit! What the hell are you doing on this edge?
You have this 5'5", maybe like 5'6" water genasi
That's my height.
Hey!
Yeah.
with lightish blue skin, and her hair is like, you know that blue that's like looks black until you shine a light on it and you can see the blue. She has a short, choppy kind of bob that like she's clearly been cutting it herself, except for big bangs that just cover her eyes.
Yeah.
And she's wearing like a modernish kind of like leathery kind of big oversized hoodie with like black shorts and like whatever in-world brand of Doc Martens there is. She's always decorated. You know, she's dressed like a teenage actually. You can't see her eyes, but you can see like big, prominent, like purple blush. You can't tell if it's like part of her skin, if it's like makeup or not, because it's prominent. And you can see like, as she's like, I guess either arguing against the guards or whatever, there's like little fishy ears. One of them's just like covered in like piercings. Like, you know how people have these piercings that go like all around and stuff? She's just got like all these piercings. Some of those edgy, spiky ones, some of them aren't. And she's just her hair, even though she's not underwater, you can see it kind of move like it is. And she's just like fighting against the guards.
Yeah, Rosalind walks up to you.
What happened?
Captain, you've had a good time. We found this, I guess it's a stowaway on our ship. We initially had her in one of the keeps below, and then she escaped, and we caught her again. And so we're just dealing with the aftermath of that.
What? How? Explain, please.
So you must be the proprietor of the ship, right?
I'm the captain. Yes.
So it's a bit so you see
For the character.
Craig pulls out a sword and swipes at the head.
Look,
So
I got
you
really
see,
good at this.
it looked cool. I was on my walk and the place, it looked cool. So I thought maybe I'd have a look. And then I saw something and it looked kind of cool. So I might have inspected it and gone, I'll put this back, don't worry. I'll put it back.
Do you still have it on you?
No. No.
Are you lying to me right now?
No. No.
Okay. Continue the story then.
And then I was, looking around, and I might have like walked past people, and then I bumped into somebody, and I was nice about it. Oh, excuse me, I'll get out the way, and then he got mad at me. And I didn't do anything.
I
But
mean,
I'm
you
like,
are trespassing in an area that isn't belonging to you. You did take something that wasn't yours, and you're trying to act like you actually lived there. So yeah, it does make sense why someone would get angry about it.
But I was polite about it, and that's usually what people. I mean,
Even
How old is
she been like 16, 15.
yeah,
16.
this 16-year-old like
Also, you can clearly see the silhouette of something in her back, in her like hoodie pocket, and she's like, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
toss it out.
Can you let go of me? Can you let go of me, sir?
Sorry, come again?
Can you take the thing that's out of her pocket, please?
Well, I can do it myself.
Yeah, no, and she just procures like 50 gold and hands it back to you. You can mark 50 gold off your character sheet.
Okay, so
Do you want to explain this by chance?
okay, so the thing I saw was action. Okay, so I didn't find it. I mean, I found it, but I didn't find it on the ground or something.
So you stole it, and then you lied about it when I asked you clearly if you were lying.
I mean, you could put it that way, but I didn't. I mean, they didn't know. They didn't know until I bumped in a second time, and they heard the jingle, 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 like the.
A second time. What
Yeah.
the-
So I said, I'm cool, and they're like, yeah, okay.
I don't. Why?
They look cool. I mean, do you ever just see cool things? I mean, you look pretty cool.
No. No, this isn't. What? How long has she been here for?
The better part of a day and a half. Well, we found her a day and a half ago. She
A
probably
day and a half
We've
ago?
had her chained her up for a day and a half.
In all
Okay.
fairness, you're probably fitting
hang
her
on.
aesthetic.
Wait, there's a room.
Hang on though. If it happened a day and a half ago, why didn't anybody say so?
A day and a half ago, you guys were off the ship.
I mean, that's fair enough. But hey, anyway, you could have at least sent a message. But it's fine. It's okay.
To where? You guys don't tell us where you go. You guys just
It's
leave.
okay. Don't even stress. That's on us. That's on us. That's not on you. Don't worry about it. You're doing a great job.
It's okay. It's okay.
Rosalind looks like visibly flustered now. You guys just leave, and she's just walked up, and she's just. And she's just talking to Ingrid, and she's like, they just leave, and they don't tell us where they're going, and they're just.
It's okay. I'll let you know where we're going next time.
Gonna pin this on me for bad crew
I'm
relations.
gonna pin this on Karina.
Does our morale go down by 1 after that conversation?
Maybe.
Ah,
Sigmund comes upstairs with a box
gonna have to buy them so many recreational
full of
drinks.
shit. Like, just like a box.
Literal shit.
Some literal shit. But, you know, a box full of gear, mechanics, potions, ingredients, just a bunch of stuff.
Did
And he
you know
comes
about
up.
her, Sigmund?
Oh, I have seen her around. I was going to ask who she was.
I don't like him. He's kind of scary. Are you guys like from here?
Me? Scary? Why do you think that?
Well, first off, I've never seen anything like you guys before. You guys are very.
I'm an elf. You haven't seen an elf?
I've seen elves, but I haven't seen elves dressed like you or talk like you before.
Well, it is just a black coat. I mean, there are some bird marks on it, sure, but that is personality.
But, I mean, he sounds cool. I mean, he's kind of fun, but then he was like screaming about something, and I got kind of scared.
I mean, that's just normal Sigmund energy. I don't.
With your incredibly high passive insight, it's like crazy. He has burn marks on him. She has burn marks on him. The ship has burn marks on him.
I have burn marks on you.
You're dressed in chainmail. You have a chicken with
I'm
you.
branded with Trey across the neck.
I don't understand. Wait, what is?
Probably.
No,
everything
else.
This is a joke. I'm not actually branded.
Huh, Trey. Interesting.
Did you hire this person?
No.
Okay.
We've got a problem now with this person.
Do we?
We do,
We do.
Sigmund.
Are you a criminal?
I mean, no.
A thief? Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
a thief. I can put you in contact with some people that can help you out.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You look like you could use the money, based on how you're dressed.
I'm gonna just pretend he's not talking to me, okay?
Very well.
You feel really insulted by this basically boomer coming up to you and insulting your fashion style.
Who's this fucking old man coming to me, getting mad, telling me about my fashion?
Why are you getting angry at me? I should be the one getting more angry at you for what the fuck you've been doing on our ship.
I'm angry because I've been wrongfully persecuted.
Wrongfully
Oh, by the way, make sure to add 50 gold to your inventory.
This is
Who
just
did
a
that
more
come from?
refined version of
No, as in like
the
who did
character
you
I
steal
played
from on our
for
Yeah.
your one shot
It was
where
probably just like, you know, like
he
a
steals shit and then
ship
gaslight
Oh, yeah,
other people
gas-
to think it's their fault.
No gaslight. Yo, I have
What?
a
You're not
I forgot-
gaslighting
I
me
forgot
right
what
now?
his name is.
about this, don't you remember?
Gaslighting. Can you stop inventing fake words?
Alright, look, I'm sorry for stealing the money and I'm sorry for boarding your ship and then like sleeping in it for like a day. And look,
Apology accepted.
thank you.
On behalf of both of us.
What? Good.
What?
Alright, thank
She
you.
apologized. I do not see what the issue is.
Alright, thank
You
you.
have the
Captain
money
now.
back, do you not?
That means I could just go home, right? Because I'm done here, right?
Go ahead.
Cool.
It was
Alright.
good to see you.
It was good to meet you too. Goodbye, and goodbye, Miss Captain.
Miss Captain.
If you need those contact details, ask around for Sigmund Xander the Fourth.
Alright. I'm just gonna mosey on out.
How much more does she have in her pocket?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mosey
Before you go,
Mm-hmm.
Just turn up all of your pockets.
So she, kind of just jostles the big kangaroo pouch.
Turn them out, please.
Right. You just hear a boom and some those are actual amount of stuff.
Tywin's business card like 14 times.
There's a stack of Tywin's business cards. There's a sack of something from Nemu's room.
There's a page from one of Tarina's notebooks.
It's giraffe.
Yeah, there's
There you are, Giraffe!
a giraffe.
I was wondering.
Another 150 gold in her pockets.
Yeah, she just kind of turns over her hood and you hear a clang of gold, and she kind of
Leaves from Teely's hair.
Yeah, some dropped leaves, a note that's been dropped by Tarina, a potion by Sigmund, and some forge kind of just.
You really went through
Colour.
everybody's rooms, didn't you?
I didn't take anything good. I didn't take anything personal. I just took
Those leaves are very important, have you know.
I have not left my room for days. You were in there while I was as well. I did not even notice.
I didn't try for that one. You were just busy.
In fact, I will get in contact with some people about you. I think they could use your
No,
skills as well.
it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to be in contact with anyone. Please. Please don't tell my caregiver.
Your caregiver?
Caregiver.
Yeah.
Who is your caregiver so we can know who not to tell?
Why would I tell? You know what?
Just in case we're in a conversation about what happened just now and we want to make sure we're not accidentally telling your caregiver.
Are you from here?
Personally, not.
Okay, then I can say because it's fine. Please don't tell my caregiver Daniela, because
Yep.
she doesn't know that I still kind of just do stuff like this.
I'm gonna pick up the money that the second round. I'm gonna take out 50 and pass it back to you.
Okay, so now mark off another 100 gold.
Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one.
So you should have 65 left.
Please.
This Daniela, what does she look like?
Who did she steal it from, though?
I don't.
Is she a human or a genasi like yourself? Or an elf like
one
me?
of us had stuff there.
No. She's a halfling.
A halfling, I see.
I don't know why I'm telling you. Just saying.
He's very convincing.
Blonde hair, blue hair, green hair. Stop me when I get it right. Brown hair.
Yes.
Brown
Brown
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
One guess.
One guess after I declared the guess game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit disappointing.
I have no further questions.
Okay, that's good.
Her name is Daniela and she has brown hair. That's good enough.
It could be anybody.
Find a halfling with brown hair.
And then don't
Fetch
tell
that.
her.
No, Rosalind comes over to you and just says, well, we could just, if she wants, if she's looking to run away, we could just get her as a ship hand. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, I'm not running away.
Russell,
I
she's
came
just
in here
robbed
because
you.
it's cool. I don't have a reason to run away. I just came in here because it's cool.
You know,
Rosalind,
I
that's a
have heard
Christmas
of
bonus.
I have heard of something, and by heard of I mean done it, called community service.
Right.
When somebody commits a crime, sometimes an easy way to punish them is to get them to do labor.
Are we
Until it is
enslaving
paid
a
off.
A
teenage
16-year-old?
indentured servitude?
You know what?
Wouldn't
That
be the
doesn't
first
sound too bad.
underage water ganassi just got below decks just toiling away.
God.
I mean, they're not that bad.
This airship
we
runs
do
on
need more
lies.
hands on the deck.
It runs on children.
Hands on deck, right? But
Plus, you can replace me.
what do you
What?
do?
What?
Replace you?
Yes, I am leaving.
What?
This is all my gear.
When? What? You? What?
Well,
Oh god.
Number one, we are back on X2, and number two, I was only to protect Tywin until we got back. My job is complete.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you do? Because I don't think I know.
I fix people. A doctor, if you will. But I'm not legally allowed to say that.
go-
I can't.
Don't ask.
I
It's
can't
a
fix
whole
it.
bunch of legal reasons.
Oh, don't worry. It's more trial and error than anything.
I mean,
You'll
you're
get
not
hang
a
of it.
legal doctor either. He's not a legal doctor. So
Yeah.
I
We have
see
so much
nothing
in
wrong
common.
with this.
Let's see. I'm just writing stuff for my character.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea, actually.
Rosalind pipes up. How long have you been on the ship?
Properly. Another day and a half. Properly.
No, I have just been on here for a day and a half. That's truth. That's oath. That's
Fuck this character.
hand on my heart. That is.
Roll an insight check. Roll a
After this-
deception check.
after
Because you've
this-
been on the ship a bit longer than that.
After
right?
this inside deception, we'll have to take a mandatory break.
Yeah.
Deception.
Deception.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's not going to be good. It's a 9.
What's 14 plus 9?
23.
Shit! Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, that makes sense, right? You left the ship, she got on the ship.
Yeah.
I will also get Rosalind to roll an insight.
Day and a half.
Well, I know
Did
a
you roll above a 10?
Yes. No, I rolled way above a 10.
Day and a half. No. Yes? No.
When the airship came here, I thought it was good.
You've been on, I will say, you've been on the airship a bit longer than that. You got on the airship when it left.
Wait,
when
she
it
stowed away from fucking...
Been here all along.
Wait, you've been here from Zoran? Oh Jesus! Oh my God. Okay.
You've been on the airship for like close to a week now.
She like smiles and she's got.
No, Rosalind just looks at you. Sweetie, it's in your best interest to tell her the truth.
It's true, I've seen
Okay.
her kill a man.
So the airship is really cool. I haven't seen anything like it, and I told Daniela that I was going on a school camp, and I might have like found a little area, and now I kind of live here.
I don't live here.
I bought my stuff.
She's a fucking
I bought my spare
That's
clothes.
the best
Wait.
I bought my toothbrush, and like the
And now I kind of live here. That's the highlight of this.
You can't kick me out because I actually live here.
She's made herself a little hollow.
We're like, go
announced
home.
the
She's like,
scrap
okay,
metal
yo.
That's been put on board for Solomon.
so the reason you guys have a little less
I'm
rations
still
than
losing
usual
it.
might have been. I haven't seen anybody.
She's been
I'm just kind of hanging out, but I haven't been seeing.
Yeah, so you've been on the ship for like a week now.
Just this child walks into
So-
the kitchens, picks out what she needs, and we're just like, what? Wait, was that?
Okay, so I
That was
haven't
Luft,
been-
right? Yeah, it's
yeah. So don't worry. I haven't actually like seen anybody, so I don't know who lives here.
How badly patrolled is this ship?
Oh, don't worry.
We
Like,
need better security.
oh, that's fine. Don't
And
worry.
with that, we should take a
We should
mandatory
take a
break.
break. Alright, we will be back very soon. See you
Gotcha.
then. Goodbye.
welcome back, and we kick back in with our lovable little duo of Devon and Olivia.
What the fuck? I'm here too.
No, you're leaving.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I haven't left.
Yeah, it's like Minecraft hardcore. You know, Sasha's dead. She has to leave the campaign.
You've been on the ship for a week? We haven't even been... You're telling me you're from Serrano?
Are you doing the
Yeah.
Are you doing the sitcom when they come back from an ad break and they
Yeah.
recap what's
Wait a
happening?
minute!
Yeah, I'm
You mean that my...
What do you mean you married my brother?
Yeah, I'm from Zoran. And yeah.
Oh, boy.
Why? What's the problem? I mean,
What's the
Don't you like people from Zaran?
No problem as far as I can see.
She just thinks you're racist now.
Although you are not at home anymore.
I mean, I felt the plane move, but I didn't. I thought
You didn't...
I thought we were going somewhere.
We've effectively kidnapped a child.
I can see how this might be
Where are
bad.
we now?
This is really bad.
Where are we now?
Wait, this is Holland. This is on Arin. We are nowhere near your home. Like, at all.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
really.
yes. Quite intentionally so, actually. Trying to get away from... Yes, it seems like we
We
caused some
traveled-
ripples back there and...
We traveled 5 days. Oh my god.
I will go grab you some tea.
Please.
Wait, she makes tea
So-
as well? Nice.
How do I get home?
How do you get home?
Curious.
How do you
Can you
get
give
home?
me a ride home?
Well, there are passenger
I'm sorry, I
flights.
didn't mean it.
There are passenger flights that sometimes can take you most of the way. The last one we were on was attacked by a dragon.
Thank you, Sigmund.
Wait, was he?
Were you there for that, Sigmund?
What the?
Oh, the
actual-
last one that they were on. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't think we
I
told
don't
you
think
that.
it was.
Sigmund wasn't.
Yeah.
Tywin
What
was.
the actual
It
fuck?
hasn't
I
been discussed
redact
around.
my statement.
What the actual fuck? I mean, listen.
Are you gonna blame me for you being
No,
on
no,
the
no,
ship
no.
and not telling us that you were on the
It's
ship
not
as
the
we were
weirdest thing I've
traveling?
seen. You have a big metal man and one that's made out of trees, and there's another one of you that's like tall and really
Wait, so she
pretty.
has seen us?
I'm gonna redact it to say I did, but you just didn't see me.
I'm going
I mean,
to break
What about the man?
What do you
And
mean, what about the
lady
man?
who like does psychology, and you have like the kid who has the metal arm? I don't understand how there has to be this most epic shit I've ever
I
seen.
don't understand why you haven't said anything for a week!
Because I got too nervous to say anything,
She
and
wasn't
also
hungry.
the big metal man
You
scared
wasn't.
me.
I'm going to break down.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
Do you have like a sending stone? Maybe I can call Daddy Ellen to pick me
that's
up.
Do not worry. Trey is like this when she meets new people. She headbutted me when we first met.
Really?
That is
Yes,
true.
the first thing she did.
Hardcore.
I introduced
Is that
myself
why-
and straight away my head was aching.
Hardcore. Is that why that one's broken?
Oh.
I'm gonna redact that.
No.
Fail the wisdom save, willingly?
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you. We're gonna take you to the castle. We're going to get in touch with Theodore, and we're going to send you back home.
Can I get my stuff
No.
first? Wait,
Your
what
stuff?
about my stuff?
What
stuff do you have?
did you bring?
Couple spare changes of clothes. I bought my my sledgehammer.
Why did you bring changes to clothes? You were planning to stake out for a long time on our ship then. If you
Yeah.
brought clothes.
Okay.
No, it was a school trip.
I'm not entirely being truthful. I didn't want you guys to think I was
I'm not
like,
being
anything, but I kind of had an argument with Daniela, and I needed to get away. And all my friends were kind of busy, so I'm. Well, I'm now in the cool place I found.
No one texted back, so I stowed away.
I also have like
This is reverse Home Alone.
Oh my god.
who's. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't
Let's
think
go get your stuff, and we're leaving immediately.
Takes you
Okay.
to your own room. This is mine.
Wait, you don't know where I am, do you?
No!
Come on, here, I'll show you. I can give you who I am.
Check it out, it's so cool.
You're gonna give me a room tour?
Yeah.
Have my own airship.
Okay, so just kind of how
You've got
Do you know
One
what-
minute.
Do you know
You
what-
have 1 minute. No more talking. Go. Grab your stuff.
Oh, that's
Literally
easy.
just Solomon's room because he doesn't use it.
Yeah. It is just so much.
It is just on.
She opens the door and you see it's actually been made into like a small room. She just kind of just gets a knapsack and gets her stuff. Done.
Trey, I'm sorry, I did not want to mention this, but you are quite literally covered in blood.
We're not. It's
Oh, no, just
Not mine.
Do you need medical attention?
grabbing stuff.
a little, actually.
Okay, we can try and get Nemu and the two of us can work on this.
She's not. The Eggclax, the Eggclax ambushed Tywin, and it didn't go well.
Is he okay?
He's fine, but
Well, good.
but Nemu's not here anymore.
I see. That's displeasing.
Can you just bandage my hands? I think I got too close to the fire, and
Yes,
as
I-
you see, she puts her hands out, and all of it's just like black.
Giraffe, go fetch some bandages.
If you can just make it so that I can still use them, and then it'll be fine eventually, and I. Please help.
Yeah.
Make a medicine check.
Oh god. Who knows if I'm good at that?
It's -1. Wicked.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, I'm not really good at it per se. 9.
That's fine. You heal 1 hit point.
Yeah. Am I actually a doctor? Like.
Am I actually a doctor?
I mean, do I have?
Have I been pretending
Okay.
this whole time?
Turns out,
As
Steven's
I'm-
real class is Bard, and he's just a reader actor.
As I'm covering the wounds, I take out a blue potion from a pocket on my back and cover the wounds with that as well.
Is that an evil pocket or a healthy pocket?
It's a special healthy pocket on the back. There's a healthy pocket and a hurty pocket, and then on the back there's like a
Super
special
healthy.
healthy pocket which is mostly healing stuff. So the healthy pocket here could be like flying and
I like you
shit.
say mostly healing stuff like one of them's a fireball.
It might be.
If he gets stabbed in the back, it breaks the potion bottle and seeps into his
Yeah,
hands,
exactly.
immediately helping him.
Cauterize really big wounds.
Alright, so I'm casting Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds.
Yep.
Okay.
You heal
11.
Thank you.
It is possibly my last act as doctor on the ship. Hopefully it was a good one.
I hope so too.
And I hope you can find another. Nemu is a very good doctor.
Yeah.
Trades his flashbacks with a few times he was a bit slapped away.
Yeah.
By the way, if you need anything, if you need my services once again in a different professional capacity, then shouldn't be too difficult to contact you. Contact me rather. Here, and I take out a piece of paper and I'll draw.
Draw.
I'll draw.
Also, Tywin's business card.
Look for this.
I'll draw encoded directions to somewhere where she can contact the Assassin's Guild and ask for Sigmund Zander the Fourth, and I will also give the cipher for said code on a separate piece of paper.
Thank you, Sigmund. Really. I'm sorry about the headbutt, by the way.
Oh, think nothing of it. And I do wish you all well in your endeavors. Giraffe, let us go. Giraffe jumps up onto his shoulder, picks up his box.
Even though
Walks out.
she's the one in the room, she kind of knocks on this. I'm ready.
Okay. Have you got everything that is just yours?
Yeah, I mean it this time. I could hear you guys, right? And I'm sorry. Nemu's the big lady, isn't she? the pretty one?
We're not gonna talk about it right now.
I
Let's
just
go.
wanted to say I'm sorry.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Where are you headed?
To the castle, like I said, we were going to go.
Yeah. In the meantime, what have the rest of you been up to? Thierry, Trina, Solomon, Tyron.
I mean, we've just returned to the
Where's
palace.
the rest of you gone?
Do you return to the palace?
No, I think that was the plan.
Okay.
I was doing it with these dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you return to the palace, then you will see
Yes.
that Sasha and Tywin have already made their way there, and
Hopefully having dinner.
Yeah, we're having a small, like almost TV lunch dinner in her room. You know, not in their fancy dining room or anything, just in her actual quarters.
well, to be fair, like the palace has been reworked into more of the majority of the palace, like the bottom layer of the palace is like where they live. All of the other many
it's like a
floors
White
have just
House.
been turned into like offices and places of work.
Yeah.
So there's one grand dining hall, and then Theodore's family actually has a separate dining hall that they just eat in, like a small one.
Yeah, so Tyler just
Yeah. If there's anything you specifically want to do, otherwise, Trey will show up with a Genasi friend that isn't Luft.
Trey, what has happened to Luft? She looks...
That's not Luft.
Indeed, who is this?
My name's Lapis.
Lapis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Lapis.
This one has been camping in our airship for a week.
For a week?
A week.
That can't be right.
You
That
can
would
tell
mean she must have boarded in
Yes.
Well, isn't she a clever little thing?
She's also not looking at Solomon. She's always kind of like looking away.
You're from Zoran?
Are
Yeah.
you named after a color too?
No, I thought are we with Ty?
I guess.
I assume so because you.
I thought the whole... Oh, sorry. Solomon would have very distinctly not interrupted Ty.
Okay, well then in that case,
It's okay if we are
in
doing
that
that
case I
now.
won't be there.
It's up to you.
No, it's up to you. Like,
If you want to call him in, for example.
No, it's fine. I'll be in a different room.
Yeah, I'm just Lapis.
We have effectively kidnapped a child.
I
do
mean-
not understand. Do you mean to tell me that this child has been on board our airship the entire journey?
Yes.
I
And
mean,
none of us has noticed.
Yes. Well, the crew did notice a day and a half ago. They
The crew
captured.
noticed without telling us?
That's what I said. But they captured her, and then she got away again, and then they captured her
What do you
again.
mean she got away? She was a child. We have a brig.
so
Solomon, I think we just need to really improve our security first and foremost.
is
Interferes.
that who Solomon is?
What do you mean who Solomon is?
I
Conveniently, she's been sleeping in your room that you don't use.
What do you mean my room?
You have a room, but you stay
Yes,
in the
it is-
forge, so
No, that is my
there's two separate things. One is a forge, and one is a personal.
I will take
quarters.
this up with you afterwards, Trey. As far as I was aware, I was not established a room because I do not need to sleep.
I
Sorry,
can't-
you say your name is Lapis. indeed.
Solomon,
I can't believe you're real.
I gave everyone a room. It's only fair.
You gave me a room?
Everyone gets a room.
Tarina, that is incredibly wasteful.
It's just incredibly thoughtful. It's just fair for
What do you
everyone.
mean thoughtful? It is stupid. I have
Neither
told
of
you
us sleep,
seven-
Solomon. I have a room. You have a room.
You have a room?
I have a room. I have a room.
I was not aware.
It's
I thought you just lived in the corridor.
I'm sorry, you're
I
very.
mean, it may seem that way
Sorry,
sometimes
child.
because
this is
I
a confusing
like
establishment.
to make sure that everyone's around.
I am Solomon 5.
You're very scary. I've never seen anything like you before. Cause like
Yes.
yes.
You're very small. Why were you in my room? My room.
I don't know. It was just always empty, so I kind of.
Well, yes, I did not know I had one until... I did not know I had one.
If I look at you, you're not gonna get mad, right?
Why would I get mad for being looked at? People look at me all the time. Trey is looking at me now.
It's just very big. I haven't met anyone like big and metal before, or Like
I'm Tilly. I believe we have much in common.
you're a tree, and you're also a.
He is
Sort of
unfortunately
a
made of
metal.
wood.
See.
What are you doing here?
Okay, I explained it to. I don't think you told me your name. Captain. Yes, that's your actual name.
That's what she thinks now.
So Captain told me that. Well, actually, no. Why would Captain tell me how I got on the ship? I got on the ship. So I was just like going for a walk, and I saw the airship, and I thought it was cool. I mean, I've never actually boarded an airship before, and my friends were like, "I dare you to get on the airship." So I got on the airship.
No.
And it was really cool. And then I got in a fight with my caregiver, Daniela.
Wait, on the airship?
No, I didn't get a fight
How many
with
people
Daniela
are on
the
this airship?
So she's got on the airship. Thought it
Is
was
this
cool.
the whole
Got
plot
in a
of
fight.
Finding
Come
Nemo?
back to the cool place.
This is Finding Nemo, right?
I got
No, I said this is reverse Home Alone.
I got in an argument with my caregiver, Daniela, and I told most of my friends, like, look, I need to get away. I need to, I need to stay somewhere for a while. And they all were like, I mean, like, you could, but I'm busy, or I've got a lot of them going to school camp. So instead, I thought, oh, that airship is really big. Maybe I can just, sneak aboard. And then, so I took a room. I didn't know whose room it was. I just took it. It looks really empty. And then you guys started like lifting off. And by that point, I was too scared to say anything.
We kidnapped a child.
Well, technically, you didn't kidnap a
I
child.
need to,
I
I
just
need
went
to
on
talk
there
to
on my own
Theodore.
accord.
We need to make
apologize
sure
for
that we can
kidnapping.
send her home.
Why are you apologizing? I got on the ship.
Thoroughly confused as to how she made it on board into my room.
You don't seem so scary.
I like that the biggest part that he's griping with is that he has a room. Not that he kidnapped a child, that he has a room.
I would have put things.
Solomon, have
So
you never been
I
in a
just-
situation where you've like felt as though you need some space for yourself to like sort of embrace Palor more fully?
Yes, I go to the forge.
But there's like, it's a thoroughfare in there. There's all sorts of people.
I should.
Like sometimes you just need your own
I
space.
can close the door.
Lift's always in there too. She doesn't leave.
Lift sits in her hammock. She is very small as well. It is quite comfortable. You see her. I tend to the forge, and Luft tinkers at her desk and makes loud banging noises. And all in all, it's quite a conducive environment for prayer.
Well, I suppose it is.
One of the things I was really scared
I
about.
do not expect.
I was very scared because I don't know. You guys all seem very imposing. Like I feel like I'm around people I read in a book once. You know.
Do you read many books
Yes.
about? Well,
I mean, I read
understand.
adventure books.
Oh dear.
We need to find Theodore. We need to make sure that we can send her home.
I am sure we can deport her easily enough.
Trey, are you suggesting that you turn yourself in for kidnapping this child?
We didn't kidnap the child.
That's what you said.
Wait, it's not kidnapping. Why would it be kidnapping? Why does everyone keep saying it's
I
kidnapping?
suppose if this
Because no
Danielle-
one knows where you are,
Because I do
and
not know what
we,
kidnapping is.
except for we know where you are.
I suppose if this Danielle has filed some sort of case with the authorities,
Missing
we
child
could be
report.
liable for kidnapping. It is a wise thought, Tarina.
Maybe. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to talk to Theodore.
I think that would be wise.
Look,
I need-
Please
Yeah,
stay
you can
there
go
and do
on
not
into
touch
the
anything.
In a bit, yeah. About half an hour passes before you can get a proper audience with the other.
You know, from what this child has told me, they've been dealing with a lot of trauma relating to their parent and how they're,
Are you going to give her therapy?
Well, she's not my parent.
oh, her caregiver even.
Yeah, I don't have parents anymore.
Yeah, that's also a problem.
I believe you should talk about this with Tarina.
I
She is
think we
very
should.
wise and quite well
There's
qualified.
nothing to say.
Well,
Captain,
that is
I
what-
think this is a fine opportunity to help this young girl and steer her on the right
That's
path.
not.
Steal her
That's
what?
not a problem.
I'm not going to steal anything.
That's not a problem.
Send her back home.
Yes, but in the meantime, I'm sure a child with no parents and a caregiver who does not agree with her and no friends who can help her at the time and who has snuck onto an airship could probably do with talking to a
Daniela's
psychiatrist.
It
Daddy
seems like a
has fun.
terribly lonely existence. Do you not have any compassion, Trey?
It's
I'm
not
going
lonely.
to go
I'm
talk
fine.
You go talk to Theodore.
I'm going to go talk to Theodore. I don't care what you do in the meantime. I'm going to talk to Theodore.
All right then. Well, I didn't kidnap the child. If you want to admit to that, you can do that.
You know what? Maybe
I'm gonna administer some psychology and see if I can help.
Trey, how can I help?
Hi.
Hello.
We found a stowaway kid on our ship from
Wait.
Zorana, and
Hey.
yeah, it's been about a week now since we've traveled and gotten here,
And you're just telling me this now?
I only just found out right now.
Somewhere in the background, Rosalind's going, "That's how it feels! That's
I need to get her back, like, immediately, and I don't know how to do that without traveling, but we had no recollection of what happened.
Are you headed towards Zorana at any point in the future?
I mean, we don't even know where we're going tomorrow, let alone any time in the future.
Well, I could cover the expense of, like, a ticket to Zorana for her. But if she's stowed away once, what's to say that she won't do it again?
But you see, that time it won't be our problem.
I'm not sure what else to do because I don't want to be responsible for a missing child case. Is there any way that we can make her get in touch with her caregiver by any chance?
We could put her in contact with. Yeah, we could. What are you doing over there? He gestures to one of the sons.
Who spills wine. Furious. Oh God! Fuck!
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's
He's
my fault.
properly
Don't stress. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Contacting her caregiver should not be too much of an issue.
Please. I think that's most probably the
Okay,
best
someone-
first step, and we can try and work out something in the meantime from there.
I can summon the same cleric that I sent to your aid earlier.
You should probably fill him in about the clacks and thank him for doing stuff.
Oh yeah. Thank you for doing what you did before.
Not
Even if it means a lot to Thailand.
I've heard about your fallen compatriot. May her soul rest peacefully. I can summon the same cleric that assisted you, and get a sending ritual done for the child who's stored away. And he summons the same tiefling woman that came to your aid earlier. Where is?
I can take her to.
What's her name, by the way?
Her name would be.
Because I feel like that's someone we should get in good with. Hey.
We have your kid.
Sorry.
We have your child. Now give us $2 million. 2 million gold.
No, what? No.
And the secret formula to the Krabby Patty.
I'm talking about the woman that revived us.
Yeah, the priestess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll be like, hey, you, how's things? Also, can you fix this?
Hey, we had another party member die.
It's like that whole thing of, have you seen,
That's the third
What's that-
one this
what's that
week.
show?
What the fuck?
with the British delinquents doing community service who get superpowers?
In-betweeners?
Oh, no. Misfits.
Misfits,
Yeah.
Misfits. It's like that episode of Misfits where
The tiefling
Something
cleric's
happens.
name is Cyna, Cyna.
N.A.?
Yep. Yes.
oh yeah,
I can take you to her.
She's greeted by this deep red tiefling woman, slightly taller than you.
was she a tiefling last time? I think she's like a small human person.
No,
She's a
she's
tiefling.
tiefling.
Hi, man.
Hello. So you've been quite the troublemaker, and I'm supposed to put you in contact with Daniela.
Okay.
Do you have something that reminds you of her or belongs to her?
That's a good question.
Anything she's given you?
It's stolen. Surely you nicked something.
Actually, there is like one thing.
50 gold.
One of the kidneys in a jar.
Here's her
Oh, yeah.
metallic giraffe.
I borrowed her pen and I forgot to give it back.
She takes the pen, focuses on it for a moment. It takes your hand.
Cole's trick.
What's her name?
Daniela.
Daniel. She focuses on the pen once more. And you hear in your head, Lapis, where are you?
How many words is it? 3 sentences?
You can talk as much as you want.
Alright, I'm just gonna use a phone to make it easier.
Roll there.
Hi Daniela. So look, you know after our argument, how I kind of said I was gonna stay with a friend? They were busy at the time, so I crashed at another place. And it turns out that it's an airship, and now I'm in, where am I?
A Rin.
I'm in a Rin.
You did what?
I didn't know it was gonna move. They got, people weren't on it, and then they were on.
Oh, the heavens above me! You are such a handful!
Listen, okay, Daniela, I'm so sorry.
When you get back, you are grounded for a month. No, 2 months. 2 months.
2 months.
You're grounded for 2 months.
I'm never coming back.
Okay. That's fine. Can I tell you about this when I get home? Because there was just so much that happened. Also, I'm really sorry, and I hope you know that I still love and care about you. You know that even though I do get mad, you know I still love and care about you, right?
Roll a persuasion check.
And also, can you
just
send
tell
me
the
50
truth.
gold?
Also, by the way,
Some bitch just stole all my money.
wait, what was it
my
again?
God.
Persuasion.
23?
23.
The
Um,
I'm scared of this character.
yeah. Hi, sweetie, I know.
I know.
Just look after yourself.
I'm just
and
gonna say-
be back by tomorrow morning.
Is there even... How
There.
far away is a Rin?
How far away is it? It takes you about at best 4 days of travel.
Apparently, according to the owner of the ship, it takes 4 days.
It goes like a week, doesn't it?
It actually takes us 4 days to get from Eris to here. I mean,
Took 4 days to get from
we're on
there.
a floating
Well,
island. If
well,
we just
that's
turfed you off, it'll take 3-4
Oh
minutes.
my
They're suggesting tossing me off. Are we aligned?
Wait, what?
Are we aligned with a Rin?
No. That's why it took you so long. If you were, you could probably
We're
just...
on the brink of war.
Well,
What if? What if? No, this is gonna be a bit of a wild concept. But what if?
What if I just
What if I
stayed?
never
What if
come
I just?
home?
What if I just stayed with them? Would that be funny?
she does not respond.
I can hear her face through the screen. I'm like, ha. I'm just kidding. Anyway, how about you give me apparently it's 5 days travel, but also apparently one time when they were getting there, they got attacked by a dragon.
A dragon?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never met anyone like this. How does this even happen? Oh my god. Can I call you?
You know what? You got yourself into this mess. You can get yourself out.
Okay. By the way, Daniela.
Caregiver.
Caregiver, what the fuck?
By the way, Daniela.
I actually hate you. Bye.
Can you save me some dinner when I get home? If I ever get home.
Save me dinner in 4 days.
Remind me. Save dinner at 4 days.
Hey Alexa, can you remind me in 4 days? We'll see when you get home. If you get home.
Oh, if? And she.
That's what you said!
Oh, if? Did I say that? I don't know. I'm sorry.
As I said, you figure this out.
Alright.
I'm gonna pop another bottle of wine.
Okay. Bye. Make sure you don't.
Make sure you don't.
Oh my god, help! The kid there!
She hands you back the pen.
So, apparently, I have to try and figure my way out of this. So,
No, this is where you lied. You're like, she said you have to pay me.
no, you have to pay me 200 gold. Thank you very much. That's why I was stealing the money. Thank you very much. No, a bit of a conundrum, it seems.
Sigmund said before he left something about community service. I mean, we kind of need more people on the ship, right?
I beg your pardon, Trey. Are you suggesting we hire her?
For
No, not higher.
Not
Indentured
higher.
servitude.
Not higher. She's not getting paid.
Well, obviously not. She is a child. We don't even pay Luft.
Well, technically, since she stole the money, she got paid in advance. There you go. That's how it works.
Oh, I took that back.
Oh, never mind then.
Where
She
did
only
you,
has 65 gold in her.
wait, where did you find that? Was that in my room?
It could have been from anywhere.
no, I just kind of like took it from random places. I don't know.
She also stole some of your leaves. She stole draft. She
You
stole.
mean
She
Sigmund's
stole some
toy?
stuff from the forge. She stole a couple of notes from you, Tarina.
Hit you, it's like,
Loose
oh
notes.
god,
Oh,
that's a soul
shit.
coin!
Loose notes, by the way. They weren't torn out or anything. Don't worry. And by the way, it wasn't. Who belongs to the forge?
That one. Right
Nothing
there.
special. Nothing special. Just like little bits.
I hope you burn your hand off, child. Take you a
It's-
lesson.
She looks at you. and says, Excuse me. See, this is why I'm scared.
But you're made of water, so it probably wouldn't work. Steamy thing. Trey, do you really think this wise? Surely we can put her on board a different airship and sort out our own issues.
I mean,
I suppose
Yes,
we
but
are
also at the
technically
same
responsible
time-
for her well-being, but it does fall to us to ensure that she is returned safely.
And the leaves were just ones that you dropped.
and if
I
she
don't care
can,
about the leaves.
If she can get in, who else can get into the ship?
It does beg a very important question. I shall investigate ways to secure the ship magically, but in the meantime, I can
I'm
quite
just-
comfortably, with Luft's help, fit locks to most of the doors.
Well, whether you like it or not, you're most probably staying on the ship a little while longer. But you're going to be working.
That's delightful.
As
I don't know yet. Not as an illegal doctor or something. That was Sigmund's job, but Sigmund's not around anymore.
I don't know
so-
how to
He's a
fix
what?
anything. Check this out.
You don't need to know about that. All legal reasons. Don't even stress about it.
No, trained under him. Oh, remember.
Okay. Well, we'll do that for now. And
I can do construction work. Check this out. She pulls out her sledgehammer and look. You know how you got things
what?
like Harley Quinn or whatever, but she like decorates it. And stuff?
Did you take that from the forge?
No.
Put a hole in
No,
no,
Theodore's
this
marble
is her
floor.
sledgehammer.
You know how you got Harley Quinn that's just like scribble? She's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
made her own like edgy scribbles and stuff, and she's got like
Edgy
black
scribble.
duct tape wrapped on it. She's like, yeah, check it out.
Big Jinx energy.
See, it's mine. And she like makes it flip, kind of like.
We'll work it out in another time.
It might be worth letting your caregiver know that as soon as we will have you back is 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
2
she,
weeks time.
We are remaining here in the meantime while Tywin sees to his daughter and while we recover from nearly dying Trey. I would request, I understand you are captain, that we take some time to recuperate first.
It makes sense.
I will mention, like, also, when Tilly emerged on that pod, Tilly looked, like, really worse for wear.
Tilly always looks worse for wear. They're made of wood.
That's all he said to me.
Only going to get worse.
Yeah,
I did heal myself.
we
a
need
bit,
to
but I
work
still
out
look
payment
pretty
stuff
bad.
anyway for the crew. So
I think it was.
Well, that's quite alright. I can arrange that. Here's my job.
It's
after
so
all.
good. Selling other people's souls to pay for the existing.
we still need to work out hourly rates and stuff. So let's talk about it together first, and then you can distribute the money out.
Trey, you must stop micromanaging. It is Tarina's responsibility.
It's quite alright.
Delegate it to
I'm
her.
entirely on top of it. I understand
Sorry, shut
the
up.
crew's wants and needs, and want nothing more than to keep them happy.
Just need to.
For now, I think it best we all rest. It was a long, long day,
Okay,
and I'm sure we need some time.
well,
Does anyone else want to do stuff?
yeah, if there's anything else, anyone else wants to do?
Tywin, where's that stick you had?
What else did we recover from the Necklax? We recovered a staff.
A Staff, 2 arcane
Staff,
focuses,
fire.
the
A watch
fuel source.
And the fuel, yeah.
That
Yeah.
goes to Luft. The watch goes to whoever that wants it, because
Is that the thing that Harry was going to try and stop me or
I've
do
got-
something with?
I mean,
That-
you have the
Problem
staff, but I've
stuff?
got the rest of the stuff.
yeah, I was going to say Tywin.
A staff, 2 arcane foci, a watch, and then the little vat of like
Yeah.
Aether.
And a wand or something? Tywin?
That was one of the
That
arcane
was one of
focuses.
the-
Oh,
Arcane
okay, that's not
focuses.
right. Would you like me to identify those to Tywin? I have
As
already.
you come in, Sasha is asleep in the bed, and I'm sitting next
Oh
to
no,
her.
that's cool. Oh yeah, I thought you were with us. Awkward, but yes. Tywin, I apologize. I was merely wondering if you still had those items you recovered from the aircrafts.
Yeah.
Would you like
Do you need
me-
them?
Not need as such. I was merely offering to identify them for you.
Yeah, I guess we can see if they're anything special.
As he reaches for them, he goes, "Ah, I see. These are merely focuses for their spellcasting power. You do not need me. I will leave you. Good night."
Should you check the watch just in case?
Oh, I didn't really check the watch. I will take this to Luft. She might be able to understand how it works.
So you're not casting Identify?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are.
I'll take it. I'll take it back to the forge.
Okay, well, if you cast Identify on the watch itself, it's not an official D&D item, like magic item, but essentially you can cast haste ones and slow ones through it.
That's trendy.
You do it by spinning it forward or spinning it back? Yeah.
It's more like you flick it and it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, lure for watch that you can cast haste and slow through once each, and then the 2 arcane foci are just arcane foci.
Peculiar. I'll give it to Luft. Yeah, arcane foci. Wait, one was like a spellbook, right?
Yep, one's
It was
a
like a
spell
tiny
book,
spell, and
one's
the other one was
a
a
wand.
watch.
A wand.
Wand thing. Yes, that's a different one.
Yeah, someone will just chuck them in like some chest somewhere and bolt it shut. Anything else?
Alright, who had the fire resistance?
Solomon's just left it in the forge at the moment.
Okay.
Hasn't delegated it to anyone because it's not my responsibility to.
Weren't
I
you
don't
like
think I know
in the
about
process
it
of
anyway.
deconstructing it?
No, that was the chainmail.
Oh.
The fire stick has just been
Oh, the fire
like
stick
I
has
said,
been
lumped with everything.
Very good.
Oh, Solomon.
Yes, Tone.
I'm out of arrows.
Indeed. I will see what I can do. However, I fear I got substantially lucky crafting the first batch. They will not be as easy to make this time round.
Just try and if you can. We're going shopping tomorrow probably anyway, so.
Indeed. Hopefully, you will not need them.
Alright.
If there's anything else anyone wants to do, let me know. Otherwise,
Solomon,
Yes, Dorina.
about Teely. Oh, when we were talking to them, just after they'd come out at the part, I noticed something unusual.
In what regard? Tyr is an unusual construct.
Well, more unusual than regular. Of course, they're still made of wood, which is quite ridiculous, as you have pointed out on a few occasions. But this is different. Now Teely seems to be a house with lights on, but nobody around to feel it.
Do you mean they seemed perfectly cognizant tonight when we talked?
It's almost as though what is Teely is coming from something that isn't Teely. From outside into Teely, and then from Teely to us.
Do you mean a possession similar to that which overtook Willem?
Quite possibly, but whatever it is, it still seems to act like Teely.
Indeed. I cannot say I have noticed it myself, Trina, and nor can I give you advice on how we might approach it. Merely I ask, keep an eye on them for me.
I intend to. It's my psychological duty. I'm just letting you know. Perhaps you can use some of your cleansing rituals to perhaps aid them in some way.
I shall prepare some tonight. It may be wise. And, Tarina, before I retire, I must ask you something.
Oh, well, dear Solomon, whatever is on your mind.
When we were summoned to Tywin's side to help him, did you recognize the voice that asked? And it did ask. It was a question, not a demand.
It was a question. I was I asked if I wished to help Tywin. I was thinking that he might have had some psychological thing that he needed aid with, but I was hardly expecting a full-blown melee.
Indeed.
The voice? I don't know, did I recognize it?
Yeah, you would. It was a nemesis.
It sounded like a... well, I wouldn't say ally, but associate, nemesis.
I feared you would say as much. I responded to it hastily, given the nature of the danger Tywin was in, but the thought preys on me now as to why. Why would Nemesis, driven by revenge, be offering to let us help Tywin? I am concerned for my friend Tarina. I must ask you keep an eye on him as well.
I always have. Tywin's a troubled boy.
I believe it urgent that we convince him to run away, Tarina. He has a chance to live happily with his daughter for the rest of their natural lives, however long that may be. Yet he is driven by revenge, as it seems, to continue his fight against the Order, even though the Eklaks now lie dead. I will not speak more of it tonight, for I have not yet had time to process the events of the day, and there were many. I must merely say I worry.
Well, it seems as though your cleansing rituals that you intend to prepare will be doubly as useful then.
Indeed.
For, as long as Nemesis is within Tywin, I doubt we'll be able to talk him out of his current trajectory. Rest well, Solomon. I reckon we're not quite out of the woods just yet.
I'm going to head back to the ship. And I'm just going to stay in the shrine area for the evening. I'm just going to just briefly look at the Akori statue that's in there, just make sure that she's the brightest constellation up there, okay? And I'm just going to sit next to the Canis shrine.
Well, if there's any other matters you want to attend to.
I don't think anyone would be there for it, but Teely in their room, and Teely never uses...
Don't worry, Lapis is in your room. No, I'm joking.
And Tilly never really uses the room except just rest. But now at the desk, they're sort of in a trance, just writing down stuff and slowly muttering to themselves what they're writing. Both planets have powerful forces, but they're always in self-conflict. The best plan to enter would be through surprise. And then they break out of the trance and look at the page confused, and then they just crumple it up and throw it away.
Also, as well, everyone's heading back, I'm gonna just gently go to tap on Solomon because it's not working. I just kind of like jump on the metal. Mr. Solomon, Metal Man.
That's his full name, Mr. Solomon Metalman.
So am I with you guys now?
Solomon's pretending to be asleep so he doesn't have to talk to the child.
I don't understand. Where am I supposed to sleep? If there's anyone else who understands.
As you turn around, he goes, "You managed to find somewhere to sleep on our airship for a week. I'm sure you can find a room in this palace."
Yeah, but are you gonna use your room? She's just gonna roll. And whoever is closest, she's gonna be like, excuse me, or like tug on the sleeves, like, excuse me.
I went back to the airship, so that's not me.
What is it, darling?
Where do I sleep?
Oh, Jesus, I shouldn't have gone to the airship.
Just, I don't know, find a spot.
What?
Wherever's
Find a
comfortable.
spot. So apparently everyone gets rooms, and I'm supposed to just find a spot. I checked.
Excuse me, my daughter's sleeping in here.
I thought I was in the main room. I don't know where we all are right now.
Tarina, who's this?
This is our kidnapped child. She's psychologically disturbed.
Mister, are you part of the ship too?
I'm with Tarina's crew, yeah.
Where do I sleep? Because I took Solomon's room, and now I'm not allowed to go.
Look,
to Solomon's.
how about
Solomon's not in his room. Like,
Solomon's
he's just
not-
standing somewhere.
Yeah,
You
you
don't-
just
But I
He's
don't
just like
know.
sitting by a fireplace.
look.
I-
Honestly, just find a room.
You don't got nowhere to
You
sleep?
can use Solomon's. You can use mine.
No, I don't live on there, do I?
Kid, come in here.
Yeah.
It'll be a couch, but we got space in here.
Okay. I'm just gonna slump her big bag and like sledgehammer and stuff.
And then, yeah, close the door. I'm sleeping on the floor. Sasha on the bed,
In
or
the
on
same-
the couch. Yeah,
So, you're sleeping on the floor?
yeah, I don't need a bed. It's fine.
Well, in which case, everyone can mark off a long rest.
Tywin never misses, and that includes any one of his 40 wings.
Like the store. Can I out of everything? Oh.
Yeah.
She's gonna like pretend to sleep, get up, tiptoe, and look for Solomon again, and just double check. And then she's gonna go and take Solomon's room again.
Solomon watches all this happen because he doesn't actually sleep, so he just watches you like walk past him like, I'm so sneaky.
Yeah, she's gonna just be like,
Okay, fine.
and then open the door and just gonna slowly put things back to normal, and then keep peering out like, just.
He has not moved. He doesn't move at all. It's just
Once
just
she
like
like
a
as
step.
soon as it's clear, she kind of just shuts the door.
Well, in which case, can I get everyone but Hamish to leave the room, please?
Yo!
Oh my god!
You saying that gave me heartburn.
I know. That's why I started it slowly and sped up.
Here's trouble.
Fun, sweet. Oh, I always do.
You don't sleep, obviously, but as you do take that time to rest and ponder your, future endeavors and whatnot, you hear a familiar voice in the back of your mind, one you've heard before, when you had that lovely little tiara placed upon your head. No one just denies me, gets to leave for free.
I can't say I recall you. Have we met?
Indeed, we have. We were symbiotic for quite some time, and then you failed me.
Oh, that's right. I remember. You were that hungry little tiara.
Indeed.
Oh, how are things?
Better now that I've found a collective of hosts to satiate my need.
Oh, well, that's lovely. I'm glad you're getting along all right. Is there anything I can help you with today?
Yes, there is. But don't you worry. Don't you concern yourself with things beyond your standing. I just wanted to issue a warning, perhaps. And you find yourself on the deck of the airship with your crew surrounding you, and you see.
Wait, are they? Is this like a vision?
Vision, it's like
Okay, yeah. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone's awake, huh?
No, you find yourself on the deck of the airship, with your entire crew around you, and you see and right in front of you is Solomon, and Solomon has the headband placed upon his head. I can't do the Solomon voice, but you hear Solomon in Solomon's voice. I will rip away, tear away everything that you hold dear. And then Solomon places his shoulder, hand on Luft's shoulder, and then in Luft's voice you hear, I will devour them one by one until nothing remains. And then Luft places her hand on Tilly's shoulder, and then in Tilly's voice you hear, and then I will come for you, and I will rip away every last shred of sanity that remains. And then Tilly places onto the next crewmate, so you can run, and you can hide, and you can use those pretty words of yours to convince everyone of your story, but... And then it goes to the next person. There is no escape. I hope you know that. Torina Sato. I know what you are. Do you? And then the vision fades.
Am I still in contact with this thing?
Vaguely, yeah. Just in the... it's fading into the periphery of such. You can issue a final statement if you so wish.
I dare you to come try. And I hope that we meet again. You know, I enjoyed my time with you. I just found your methods to be too clumsy.
Well, I only gave you the means. The methods were entirely your own.
Who's to say?
Touche. And then the, and then the contact is settled. You may let everyone back in if you so wish.
Knock, knock.
So, Hamish, would you like to introduce your new character?
My new character?
Thank God.
Sigmund Xander the Fifth.
It was a harsh family line.
You wake up.
They demanded success.
Wait, Sigmund had a child? That would imply Sigmund
On
had
the ship.
It's been 2.5 months.
Stolen. He's a doctor. You think he can't speed that shit up?
You wake up in the morning, rested. Some more rested than others. And I hand it over to you. What would you like to do?
Where'd the kid go?
What do you mean? Was she not in your room? No, wait, I'm not there.
You will
sorry.
also
I'm
see.
not
I opened the door. Did you
You'll-
see where the kid went?
You'll also see that Sasha's left her bed when you wake
Where's
up.
my kid?
Where did the kids go?
there. Oh, Solon's probably... He's probably, if he's found a temple, he's going to be there for his morning ritual as the sun rises, so he's not there either.
Great. Where did the kids and the metal man go?
We're going on a laptop.
You will find Sasha eventually. She's just like you just find her like hidden away in like a library in one of the libraries with Brusa.
Okay, that's good then.
Wait, are we on the airship or in the
No,
palace?
well, she's on the airship. The rest of you are in the palace.
Oh, I thought I was in the airship.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, I've always been on the couch.
Okay.
I thought we were
There's
on
the
airship.
kid. Okay. I'm going crazy apparently.
Sorry, I thought we were on the airship, not in the castle. My mistake.
Yeah. Hey,
Good morning.
morning. I'm gonna grab breakfast on the airship. You wanna come?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah. Come on.
So when I asked where I'm gonna sleep, I asked like on the airship. Are we gonna stay on the airship?
What?
Are we staying on the airship?
Well, we'll probably sleep in the palace while we're here. We only have those beds for a while. The airship's beds aren't too comfortable.
Oh, I didn't.
We can get you a room in the palace.
Really?
Yeah, just while we're here.
Thank you.
I don't really know your deal yet. You can explain it to me on the way.
What do you?
Like who you are.
Oh,
I've never met you before.
I'm Lapis.
Nice to meet you. I'm Tavern.
I'm gonna just explain the stuff I told you
Yeah.
about building the
You're
ship.
just recapped on
Yeah.
how she went on this really cool school trip
Yeah.
and then didn't go on that really cool school trip and instead stayed away on the ship.
Yes, we don't need a roleplay
So
story a
basically
third time in this session.
That would be incredibly funny. I will have a new set of abs by the end of the night.
It's all started. So,
Okay, yeah, we're on our way to the ship.
Okay, what about you guys? What Teely, Trina, Solomon?
I'd like to track down Rosalind.
Okay.
So you're also going back to the airship.
What about the two of you?
What would I like to do?
It's a D&D man who can do literally anything, including grab grenades and throw them in a bar.
Yeah. No.
I'd like to
repercussions.
find some grenades and a bar.
so you see Lapis
What
looking next
happens
to you. You
next
turn
will
around. It's actually
surprise
Navarre. So, what do you think?
My main goal is to blow up, and I couldn't
My
know
main
nobody.
goal is to blow up, and she just explodes.
What are Teely and Solomon doing?
Solomon will probably head back to the airship shortly because he needs to get to the forge. In the meantime, can I use my background as a guild artisan to try and find a factory of any sort? What is it? Manufacturing district, basically the industrial zone here. And either try and find a scrapyard that will start selling me a copious amount of scrap metal, or find a bit of work that I can do for them in this week.
Well, roll a investigation check.
Damn, that's a 4.
Unfortunately, it takes a while, like the better part of a day, but you eventually find where a scrapyard is. Yes.
Okay. In the meantime, he's heading back to the airship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Teely?
Probably will go back to the airship, but I don't know why. Why?
Sweet, everyone's
There's
gone
no
back to the
reason,
airship.
but I'm going.
Damn, sounds kind
What
of
are you all doing
This
possessive,
is
not
such
gonna
a
lie.
great shopping episode.
We
you
haven't
know.
got there yet. Jesus, Solomon took an entire day to find a scrapyard. I'll get
My
there.
God.
Well, everyone heads back to the airship. You're looking for Rosalind?
Yes.
Yeah, you find it with not too much of a hassle. What's happening with the child?
Well, apparently the captain's decided to hire her. Isn't that exciting?
Right.
Personally, it's not my call. I don't agree with it. Not sure
I'm
what the
gonna
rest of the
ask
crew
one of-
thinks, but
I'm gonna ask one of the men to just keep an eye on her constantly.
I think I might as well. But the reason I've tracked you down today, Rosalind, it's been brought to my attention that there's been a bit of a communication deficit between y'all and Captain and the rest of us, which honestly is on me because I have the means. I have a psychological ability to sort of project my thoughts into another person's mind and them to me. And
Right.
if you write your name on this page in my psychological journal, that can be arranged so that we can keep tabs on one another and keep everyone up to date so that we don't have this kind of trouble moving forward.
Alright.
Is that appropriate? Or?
Roll a persuasion check. Just generally. Not a high DC, but still good.
That's a 13.
Yeah. I guess that would be agreeable. I don't understand a lot of this magic mumbo jumbo.
Well, it's psychology, you see, that's why it's not to be understood. It's a bit more advanced.
Of course.
Yes.
One for every member of the crew.
Here's the page. There we go. Keep hand that.
Yeah, just make it like a compulsory part of signing on as a crew member. You now have to list your phone number.
Oh, I can only have 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can have a maximum of 3. And at the moment, since I rubbed Tywin out, I only have Calathor.
Hey, Cal. Hey, Cal. How are you doing?
I like the idea that you can now be like, swing the airship around. Try going for a swim.
Oh, that's just lovely. If you don't mind, I'm gonna test it. Rosalind, are you receiving these?
She looks confused for a second. Do I speak aloud in here? Do I speak aloud?
That's right, I can hear you. That's all working then.
Cool.
So, if we ever find ourselves separated again, I'll be using this to stay in contact.
Nothing.
I hope that's alright. But I feel as though that's not enough. Is there anything else I can do for you to make amends for the trouble we've caused?
No, I think it should be alright. If we were talking to well, Ingrid had some ideas about getting some more reinforced plating on the ship itself if we're going into more combat type scenarios.
That is a very good idea. I'll add it to the list of inventory. It would be expensive. Stocking up.
Yeah, it would be expensive, but it'd be a good investment just to make the ship not go down as easily.
I certainly don't disagree. Thanks for your sound advice. Did the crew need anything? We running low on alcohol or anything? Or?
Oh, we should be alright. We've restocked in some on our own, but yeah.
It's lovely to hear.
We'll keep in touch if anything arises.
Well, no worries. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll probably just regularly check in using psychological sending, and you can let me know anything that you need.
Sounds good.
Are you going to talk about payment stuff or not? Are you going to talk about payment stuff or not?
I think we paid them in advance when we purchased it. Like, it was
Not
the purchase.
indefinitely.
No.
Not indefinitely.
How
because,
long was it for?
It was for the first 2 weeks. It was like for a fortnight.
Yeah, we
you pay.
need to pay them, which is why I said it earlier.
When you paid the however much it was initially, you paid them
Yeah, I
for the
thought
ship
it was-
itself for a bit of retrofitting and for 2 weeks.
Okay. Now, I've also been informed that we're a bit behind on payments.
Yeah, but we talked to Trey, and Trey, Captain, they said they would handle it. But if that's changed since then, I'm happy to discuss it with you.
I'm not going to go over Trey's head. He always gets rather grumpy about these things.
Scared.
Understandable. Well, yeah, either or. Like if you're handling it or if Trey's handling it, I have faith that you'll come through.
I hope it's no trouble.
That's alright. So some of the crew found jobs while you were gone for the 2 months that you were, but at some point the pay would be good.
Yes. I know that it's a lot of trouble, and I don't want to have any sort of form of animosity between us. Just, any gripes, grumbles, anything, just get it out in the air and try and handle it as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always here for you, alright? You and the crew.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. I'll keep you updated. But yeah.
No worries. Thanks, Rosalind. You have a lovely day.
No worries.
So we're using a foreign child for labor and have committed wage theft.
Capitalism.
Yep.
Profits are skyrocketing. Thank God.
Talk to them crew members about payment.
So I think I know what I'm gonna do on the way to the airship.
Sure. Yeah.
I might have mentioned I carry a small potted plant with me twice. I'm gonna use speak with plants. And
What is the plant itself? Do you know what it is?
it was a bonsai. Let's say it's Zacaranda.
You can't speak with plants?
Yeah. It's been a while since I've talked to you.
Hello.
Talking sword, talking tree. What's next?
I think I'm changing, or there's been a change. I don't know if it's progressive, and right now I don't want to tell anyone or write it down in case they misinterpret it. But I need you to remember this.
Okay.
And maybe one day, someone else who can understand you, you need to tell them this, that these 2 planets are in danger.
Danger. Planets.
Yes,
2.
yes, both of them.
Oh.
I need you to remember this in case I change later.
Change.
Thank you.
Both to planet danger change.
Yes, good job. And yeah, that's it.
Well,
So, crew.
Sorry, Olivia, you
sorry.
saying?
we're all good. Don't stress. Go guys.
No, if you have something.
No, it's not important.
Olivia.
So,
No, I'm not going. I'm not doing it.
everyone, I'm gonna go to get supplies and gear up. Anyone want to join me?
I mean, I'm not gonna buy anything, but I was heading into the city anyway.
Okay. Sure.
There has been a request for reinforcements for the ship. The
Okay.
crew's not feeling as safe as they'd like to.
I believe I can help in that regard. However, as I was trying to find, someone's just turned up by the way, trying to find before I reached here, we will need a significant amount of material to do so. Similarly, to reinforce the interior of the ship to stop certain people moving freely within it, it will take me a considerable amount of spare steel, of which I have relatively little at the moment. Finally, I believe that given we are in a fairly profitable city and within which we are favorably seen, it might be wise for us to sell off some of the less important possessions we hold here, and if we wish to make a profit. While I am not exactly well skilled in that, I do know how to create such things, and I was hoping that given the week we have here at least, I might be able to forge a few simple trinkets that I can pass off to you, Tarina, as the quartermaster to sell to maintain the upkeep of the ship.
Well, that certainly is a good idea. You must remember, though, Solomon, we do need enough time to sell things, get new equipment, and then make any necessary changes to the ship within that window.
Precisely. As such, my first order of business was trying to find the necessary material. I have used my old connections with my former masters to try and locate a source of easily transferable scrap metal. For that is what I know how to work with best.
Well, a question that I'd like to ask the party is, do you intend to play up your ship yourself, or do you want to hire someone to do it for you, like someone who actually builds ships? What's the plan on that front? Because if you find someone who does the shipbuilding part, they will have the material ready to do so as well.
Yeah, it's really expensive though.
While I remember Trey here,
And over the process of 30 minutes, Solomon removes 200 gold pieces and hands it to you.
this was awarded to us by Willem's family, unfortunately. I could not reject it at the time without seeming ungrateful for their generosity. I do not believe I need it, but given we are behind on wages for the crew, it might go to a better cause.
I slowly put my hand up.
Piss off.
That wasn't a character.
Oh my god! She starts to cry.
I apologize.
She's like,
Not you, you're not being paid.
Thank you. There we go.
Well, no, hold on. What do you got to say?
do you need help getting money? I can help get money.
No.
Just takes it out of Trey's pocket. Here you go, got your money, guys.
How can you help?
Well, I can either do magic tricks, or I can get more unethical means of it. Or if, like, the scary Solomon is saying, if you're trying to sell small trinkets, I can help sell. I had an underground, like, energy drink business in school.
Right.
Red cordial. Just ship red cordial out en masse.
God.
I mean, these all sound good.
I can show you.
Sounds like we could use it.
And she pulls out, like, 2 glass bottles. One's filled with, like, water and the other one's filled with sand. And she puts the sand. And she goes, I can turn it into wine. And I'm gonna cast a cantrip, shape water. And I change the colors water and opacity to be thick, like, look thick and red.
So it's still water.
Yeah.
Thick red water.
Thick red water.
Yeah, but until they buy it.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's
Make a perception check.
Who?
Everyone who wants to. Everyone who cares.
Am I
I'm
there?
gonna fail it. I don't understand magic.
Okay.
Solomon doesn't drink very often, so he
Are there
doesn't.
any Christians in the party?
Solomon.
Funny thing that Christianity doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
Solomon who doesn't drink.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Now, Halo had a son.
Halo is the sun.
That's
Stuart.
the joke. It's the Trinity. You don't understand.
Hey, if you want me to do labor, I can help you. Or do you not want my help?
Solomon got like a 6, by the way.
I want it. I think that would be useful.
Yeah?
I think we could use it.
Because if you don't want my help, I can take my business elsewhere.
You really cannot, child. We are returning you to your parents,
Oh.
or whatever you call them.
I see.
You are, unfortunately, our responsibility. And when you suggest that you make money, do you intend to do so in a legal and upstanding manner? Or by selling cordial?
It's not selling cordial, it's called magic tricks. People cast magic, but like some people don't actually care or know a lot about magic, and you can like, wow them. How
I
many
mean, it
people-
was pretty impressive. You have to
See?
admit, that was pretty cool.
I think what they're suggesting is that they perform as some sort of street amusement on a corner, perhaps, and hope that passers-by impressed enough to toss money in their general direction.
I understand, provided you are safe in your manner and do not get yourself or us into trouble for doing so, I have no objection.
Oh, relax. See, when I called Daniela, I didn't exactly go, oh my god, these people tried to kidnap me, did I? Keep that in
I
mind.
wasn't there.
Are
I
you
had no
trying
idea.
to blackmail us right now?
No, I'm saying that I'm not necessarily trying to get you into trouble.
Child, you snuck onto our airship. You
Yeah.
are trouble enough as is.
And not once have I gone.
It's fine. She's a teenage girl. They sneak places. They steal stuff. It happens all the time.
Indeed. Tywin, why don't you look after her? This
If
sounds
you
like
don't
an area
want-
you have
If
expertise
you don't
in.
want my unpaid labor,
I
Like-
don't need to look after her. It looks very capable.
Good, your problem. Fantastic.
it's
I will be
alright.
back.
If she needs a guardian, I'll volunteer myself to look after
She
her.
doesn't need a guardian. She's been surviving for a week on our ship without our crew being able to hold her back. She's fine. Look at her.
I've
I
survived
also mentioned at some point that I think we need to do a psychological evaluation on her because she may not be doing the best.
You know what? How about? And she pulls out from her actual coin purse. Here's 65 gold. I'm going to pay. I'll pay you guys to just let me sleep here.
No.
No?
You keep the money.
Huh?
You keep the money.
Oh, you didn't, why couldn't you let me keep going? She's like, excuse me? It's a joke.
I didn't find that very funny.
Well, humor's not for everyone, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go
Time
pay
and
the
stifling
crew.
laughter.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna
What
go
did
pay
she
the
say?
crew.
Pay the crew?
She's like, why didn't you let me keep you up to 250?
I, as a player, found that great, but I, as a character,
Alright, fine. How about, because apparently you won't pay me for labor, like all the other jobs in the city, Did you know that Ares has the. Wait, where am I from?
Zorana.
Do you guys know that Zorana is the highest city with unemployment?
So you're going to use some
Higher education students do not get, basic jobs.
I feel like I know this.
Well, that's alright. Most of the folk down there who have jobs probably being paid either. We kind of crippled their economy.
Yeah, we call that being meta.
Well, you know what Arin has?
What?
We are the highest city.
In what regard?
We had the highest city, baby.
In what regard?
Let's go!
In what regard?
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we are the highest city, and
Cuts.
Lapis just waits expectantly. No. That's the entire statement.
That's it.
That's the entire statement.
That was a full stop.
Interesting, because I have some more quite meta facts that I can drop on you right
I'm
now.
gonna go pay the crew.
Okay. You meet Rosalind.
How much crew cost?
I just talked to Trina. She can talk to me now, from wherever.
How?
I don't know. She said write something in a book, and I said
Psychology powers.
Okay.
You hear it? She hears in her head.
you can't hear her.
I know, I can't.
Okay.
He just sends that once in the hour.
Yeah, just psychology powers.
I like the headcanon that also Calico also received psychology powers.
It's like a set reminder. Remind me.
like stop.
You have like a schedule.
Calico was initially going to develop a school, but now is developing a mental asylum.
Yes.
It's like scheduled.
For himself.
Scheduled reminds me every hour. Psychology book.
Okay. I didn't know about that before, but sure. How much is
For
the?
the 2 months, that would be 20 platinum.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
How many people do we have?
Oh, I have 70 platinum on me.
How many people? Sorry.
How many
No,
people?
you have 270 platinum.
15 crew, right?
270 platinum?
Sorry, you said 220 platinum.
I mean,
What?
How much platinum did you
skin
say?
off trays now.
20?
She wants 20.
Oh yeah, I gave
Yeah.
you
See
that.
how
I gave
it's
you that.
demanding of us.
As platinum? or
It's
As
gold?
gold.
It's
20
200 gold. It's 20 platinum.
Yeah.
What happened to the money?
She
that
literally,
you never had?
Trey literally
But
just
then
shook
we'll
down
have-
ladders.
we have
No one looted them.
So it's
anymore.
fine. It's
No,
mostly
no, I know, I
those.
know, I know.
Everything
It's
she
not-
owns
the
just
money.
Something we did something with that. We presume it's.
I'm just seeing if they have
Does she
fair
have
rates.
ashes? I don't know.
Otherwise,
Oh,
they
no,
drop
absolutely.
them.
We didn't leave her body there, did we?
What?
She dissipated.
Yeah. What about
Yeah,
her
she-
scepter and her
she-
money? Oh, we don't know.
It just disappears. away.
Did you
I-
loot Nemu's body? Did anyone say they looted Nemu's body?
No, No.
I gave her her final rights, but I don't know what we did with her stuff.
we didn't do anything.
I assumed it because we described her body disappearing. I assumed that
The stuff didn't disappear with her.
Oh.
Like her.
If her stuff didn't
Yeah, if it
disappear,
was
I
just some
would've-
stuff
I would've-
lying on the ground.
I would have collected
You
it,
would've collected
if
it,
not
though.
for memorial purposes.
Nemu
also.
would have
I'm gonna
begged
give 30
Ikoria to
platinum.
make her keep
And I'm just
sure
gonna
they
say
please I
the
need
extra
this.
10 is for how well everyone's been doing.
Roll a d20. Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Ikoria should be
Can
Oh,
you-
we're rolling a persuasion. check
Devin,
for-
can you screenshot all of Nemu's stuff and
Yeah.
send it?
She
You can
would-
access it through the campaign. Oh no, you're on your phones.
Oh, I can actually.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, never mind. Devin, never mind.
Oh, okay.
I can do it.
They're
Come on.
terrible. Holy
Do you want to use
shit.
your channel divinity?
I will.
Oh.
Like that, it was shit. Oh my god. Make that a 17 then.
Okay. You can raise crew morale by 1. Whoever has.
Unpaid for 2 months. Raise crew morale by 1.
Oh
You also
yeah.
did just pay like 10 extra platinum for the.
I see how we're doing it.
Yeah, and
Just throw money at them until
The
they're
faster
happy.
you conscript all their souls, so this becomes like a barge of the damned.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry
At some
for
point.
Getting angry at you earlier.
I mean, they need
fine.
something that they
People-
want,
people-
but they have everything they
People
want.
express emotions, and we have been
They're not
pretty
needy.
I just
terrible
you guys
with
never
communication.
say where you're going.
I know.
So I don't know how to
Express
get
emotions.
contact to you.
I
Oh,
do
very well,
apologize.
please.
We are not very good at communicating.
I'll go
things.
split this up between the crew.
Who's in charge of the money here?
Not you.
Technically, me.
Yeah.
That's quartermaster.
Oh, no, this is also Lapis asking this. If anyone's in the
Yeah,
room,
that's-
like, yeah, so who's in control of the money here?
That's Tarina's
Ah.
prerogative.
Tend to make most of the financial decisions regarding the.
She cuts you off, digs into her purse and digs out 4 gold. Look, if I'm gonna stay here and I'm expected to do shit, here's rent. Oh, I didn't mean to fool
Here's
like that.
rent.
Whoops.
Here's rent. You take 4 pieces of bludgeoning damage as the point I'm doing.
Yeah, she goes, I'll give you rent, but
Captain
you better
says.
be able to catch it.
Captain says no. I'm not gonna undercut that.
Yeah,
Look,
I don't care
Nemo,
what Captain says. This is
keep your money. Alright?
Lapis. I can make more in a day than 4 gold.
Then you'll make more.
Off you
You're
go.
free to do what you want. Tywin was the only one watching you.
Are you challenging me?
Yeah, Solomon says it over the back. He said, "Go make more money then," and she's like, "Oh, okay."
You know that
will.
scene- you know in Avatar when they like constantly like cheating the gambling thing?
Yeah,
She-
you're more than welcome.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to do? I know some people want to go shopping. Shopping episode.
Shopping.
After coming back
Definitely
up from
Yeah, let's go
talking to Rosalind and that,
Yeah, so everyone's going shopping. Cool.
I'm going to. I think it's still there. I'm going to cast Find Steed, so now Chicken is Big Chicken, and I'm just gonna. I would do this
Ah.
off the ship.
Hello, Trey. While you're there, I have had plans for that beast.
You will refer to chicken as chicken and nothing else.
As you
And I'm
wish.
going to just start writing off.
On my way.
Yeah, you just ride off into the sunset. No,
I'm leaving for good. This is my final episode.
Thank you for being a part of our campaign. No.
I'm gonna go head towards a library.
Okay. Rest of the party, what are you doing?
I want to go to a steakhouse.
Okay.
I'm going to just either sell random little shit.
That you stole from us.
What random little shit do you have to sell?
You got told that the leaves were valuable, so you pull out 4 leaves from Teely's head, and you're like, "Look at these!"
No, I'm going to. Well, actually, no, I won't.
There's a considerable amount of scrap in the forge. There's a half deconstructed crossbow. There's
Half deconstructed magical armor.
yeah.
No, she's not gonna steal anything from you guys because I think it's been made clear that you guys. If she's gonna work for you guys, she's not gonna take your shit.
For now, she'll think about it later.
Actually, no, what she's gonna do is she's gonna try and perform like magic tricks.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
That is a 7.
Okay. And what's your performance? What's your
Yeah,
magic?
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna just do shape water and change the opacity and color of water.
Watch me turn this water into wine and your bitch into mine.
And I also want to try and I will add, I'm going to try and dig things that look valuable out of trash cans and sell them.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
10.
Oh.
That's a 10.
Okay. Well, so far as the shape and control water stuff goes, it's impressive the first few times, and then everyone's just like, huh.
Wait, roll.
That's what I said.
Okay. You get 2 pieces of copper. And 1 silver. 1 silver and 2 copper from your shape water shenanigans. As far as finding valuable shit in trash cans, you are
I have expertise in that. That is.
unlucky. You're like, you do not find anything super valuable in trash cans. You do, however, find 1 more piece of copper in the trash can.
Hey.
Boo, I'm gonna.
Respect. All it cost you was your dignity.
Hell no, all it costs is yard the grind.
It can only cost you your dignity if you had something to begin with.
Struggle, grind, shine.
If not, I'm just gonna go and ask Solomon. If you make random trinkets, I'll try and sell them too.
I just suppose I could make a handful of them.
Isn't that what you said you were gonna do? Help get money?
Not like this, but if you wish, here.
And Solomon spends 10 minutes and forges 4 holy symbols of Palor made of nice sparkly bits of steel. Looks like sun rays going off.
Take these, see if you can pawn them off for something more. It is worthless scrap, but if you find the right person, I'm sure you'll be able to spread the good word.
She like
Maybe take one
lights
for
up
yourself, child.
She like lights up as she hears like the joy as you say like the fun part of the sentence. I just want to do basic salesman stuff.
Okay. Roll another persuasion. Roll a persuasion check.
Bruh, that's 20. Hold on, wait.
It's a lot of hair.
1, 2, 25.
You managed to sell these 4 holy symbols for about 8 gold.
Hey, nice.
She really do be grinding.
The hustle, the grind.
That's that girl boss
The
energy.
Each
art
of them is
of
worth
the
25 gold pieces.
Alright, so that's me.
Hmm?
And I mean to
I think
keep
each of those is
And
worth
now you're like,
25 gold
bitch,
pieces.
I did make more than 4
I'm pretty sure I was going to check off that much in terms of
Look
scrap
at
I made
this,
as well.
I'm right.
Oh,
I
well.
have 69 gold.
Yo.
Oh.
Yeah, can I see? Solomon needs a coloss, like all. You know how Tarina did that big scrap roundup last time. So once again, I'm not looking for like 1-to-1 ratio, if possible, of gold to scrap. How much equivalent gold to scrap can I get?
In what context?
So I can use scrap metal in place of using gold for like all the rituals and all the shit that I make. He needs to, in terms of projects, that's too many of those. Solomon has almost enough scrap to make another set of plate armor. He needs enough scrap to possibly reinforce the ship, or at least
That's a big project. That's a massive.
okay,
expensive
at least
project.
facilitate some repairs on the way when we go.
The ship's fully repaired.
Yeah, no,
They-
but as
they-
in, like,
they-
he wants to take more so that
Yeah.
if it gets fucked up, it gets it, and also fortify most of the doorways within it with at least some sort of lock or a bar sort of thing, so you could prevent someone going through it.
Yep.
And that's just the simple stuff.
Well, if you're looking for like mass amounts of scrap metal, you could. You know where the scrap yard is now, so you could easily go purchase some if you wanted to.
Okay. Or is there any way that he can use his work time and magic to harvest some? Because I have fabricate now, which is like a solid 5-foot cube of steel I can fuck around with. Anyway,
It's only temporary though.
no, it's not. Fabricate's permanent.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, that's creation.
Yeah.
That one.
Either way, that's the current plan, and then I'll go shopping after. But
Yeah.
what can I get there?
Well, how much are you willing to spend? Like, what do you? Or are you just, or are you just planning to go into a scrapyard, cast fabricate, just walk out with a cube?
Solomon's trying. Yeah, basically, I'm just trying to accrue as much as I can. Which
We
one
shouldn't
spend
be
on
purchasing
this?
it from
So
someone.
hold on, let me think. I need
Unless
at
you're
least
trying to steal
250 gold pieces worth of it because I need that much to get the. You said a suit of armor is like half the actual price.
Yeah.
Yourself, yep. So I need at
Not
least
my
that. I need however much it'll take to fix up the inside of the airship, and then I need probably double wall that again so I can have a buffer for later on.
Okay, so you're looking at like 600 worth of metal. Yeah, no, you can easily find that much.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, you meet this really surly-looking halfling fellow who basically runs like some of the refineries and forges around here. Ah, yes, this is scrap metal. We get quite a few requests for that, so we have quite a reservoir of odds and ends. You've got 600 gold worth of it. I can definitely provide.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. You may deliver it to this address.
And he writes down the name of the thing of the docks.
I do not have time to carry it myself. I must join my companions.
And that's about it. Thanks
Sure.
for the time. What else? What are we shopping for, kids?
Okay, well, shopping episode. Let's start.
Let's do it.
Is it shitty of me to use Nemu's weapons when she's dead?
Nope. I mean,
You're just taking all of
it's
them as
precisely Mara's
John,
dagger,
'cause-
so you might as well take Nemu's.
Well, that's what I'm
ship
thinking.
as
Like,
well,
I'm
so-
looking at it. All my upgrades are just from your characters dying. So
What the fuck?
I got Neomara's dagger, and
It's the
then
lawful
I just
evil thing to do.
and then I was just looking.
Would
at
you
the
like the
scimitar.
prismatic scimitar?
Well, I've already got it. I'm just thinking if I should use it.
If you want it.
because it is. If I go back to the Taiwan special, it is just a better short sword. So maybe my Taiwan special is gonna be prismatic scimitar and crossbow when I go
I
crossbow
like
back.
that.
Time to
if
uncharacterize.
you go crossbow back.
Back to
Yeah,
crossbows, baby.
I have to go grab the crossbows, otherwise.
Otherwise, crossbow expert and sharpshooter is still useful, but crossbow expert becomes useless.
Yeah.
So you want the prismatic scimitar?
Yeah, I mean, I've got it. I've
Or
I put all
you're
this on
keeping
my
it?
sheet.
Yeah.
So
No one else has
So good.
disputed you for it. Maybe we'll put it next to the shrine to Ikoria. That would be what some of us would do. but-
I will put her amulet of Ikoria
Yeah.
there with
You hear
with all
them.
the religious
You
things.
hear Nemu angrily say, "You better take care of that sword. That is my pride and joy." Be good.
Okay, so yeah, you've got the prismatic scimitar now.
Yes.
Solomon,
Okay.
I know you work mostly with metal, but would you
Would you?
are you able to reinforce leather armor at all?
Leather is another form of skin, which in itself is terribly weak. I can provide metal rivets to help you stud and reinforce it. Indeed, I have made
My armor
several.
already has metal rivets. It's studded leather.
I,
Are you? What I'm asking is if you're able to enhance it magically.
I can certainly try. I have done something similar in the past for an old friend of ours who you would not know. His name was Caliphil, and his armor was very similar in nature to yours. However, I managed to imbue it with a spark of creation. As such, it was slightly hardier. It took Tarina and Luft's help, and I'm sure we could ask them. It may take me some time, though. Because I don't know how long it takes me to make +1 armor. If
Plus
it's
one armor?
of leather. Yes.
Of leather or studded leather?
Whatever it is, studded
Studded
leather.
leather.
Yes.
Studded leather +1. Let me look.
I'll provide a hand wherever I can, though I myself haven't worked with leather. Though I've worked with wood, so I can apply those skills wherever.
Wood. Anyway, yes, I will look into it. It may take us some time, but I'm sure we can see you better suited out. Are you proficient with medium armor at all?
I am, but
You don't want it. It's going to be steel. It'll be all steel as well.
yeah, the thing is,
If you're like, why don't we just take off all
Well,
the-
she's a rogue, so you could make her hide armor.
so because medium armor only lets you add +2 max of your dex,
Yeah, and
it will
yours
be
is
the
like
same as
+5.
studded leather
There you
for
go.
me.
Yes, but it wouldn't be made of.
Well, leather. It'd be made of something better, you know? Yes, I understand. Okay.
With about 4 or 5 days of work, you can make +1 studded leather.
Oh, okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I can make this on the way down there. So yeah, I believe I'll gather the materials this week, and then if we
You can also, as I said previously, look into transferring the fire resistance from chainmail to studded leather.
That's something I've been practicing in time, I think. I'd like to see. I will keep going.
Yes, I will do what I can, Tilly. It will take us roughly a fortnight, given the current circumstances and other pressing matters, but I will see if we cannot get you better protected.
That's good to hear.
In the meantime, here,
And he casts Shield of Faith on you.
Thank you. I don't expect to be in battle.
now watch.
Roll to hit.
It's a natural to crit.
Roll damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's 7 and 8 and something. Hold on.
You doing fire damage yet on him?
No, not yet. Thank God. Let me think.
So, max damage plus a roll.
Yeah, just a second. It's.
Think before you act.
Nice shield.
What did I
fuck
say? It
it.
was 7 and 8. It's 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
You almost did half his health!
Oh, I forgot. You are still, unfortunately, mostly made of wood.
You can choose to root yourself.
Yes, why?
You can choose to root yourself reactionarily.
It was a crit. So I don't.
Yeah, but even with yeah. True. Right. It's
I apologize, Tilly. I forget that you are not the most resilient warforged I have ever met, but it is no doubt a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am very, very sorry. Here, let me.
And he catches you up with one cure wounds. Watches the wood growing. Goes,
How much do you heal for?
do I have it? Oh yeah, I only have healing word. he just gives you a sermon. And that's a D4, I think. Or is it 46? No, that's guiding bolt. Healing for like 4 hit points.
Nice. Thanks.
Anyway, I must go. Take care of yourself. This will last for maybe a minute, 10. I'm not sure.
Lasts for 10 minutes. Go get into a bar fight then.
I'm also. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm healing wording myself as well for 12 healing.
That's great.
Did you upcast her?
Hmm?
Did you upcast her?
Yes, second level.
Nice.
And I got max healing.
Anyway, that's good.
Anyway, that was
so,
funny.
another project I have to write down is less shit armor for the tree.
I would like to go to a magic store.
Like a shop?
Magic
A
item
magic
/
store.
potions.
Same.
That's
Let's give us the list.
Sure. The most prominent one is it's called Mika and Eli's Emporium.
Mika.
Yeah, M-I-K-A.
Yep.
And Eli, E-L-I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mika and Eli's Emporium, and it's this. Despite its name, it's just like the most run down like 2-story shack, basically.
And this is the most well.
This is the most prolific magic store.
Okay.
It's a dinky little country town.
Shitbox. No, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, I know. It's a dinky little country town. They don't have a proper magic store.
Honestly, this is if you hear like really good shit about a restaurant and you go and it looks like fucking shit, it's gonna be the best
That's
restaurant.
how you know.
Because otherwise people wouldn't be talking about it because they're not going off of what it looks like. So it's probably
So Mika and Eli's Emporium, and it's this like 2-story shack, and the fucking whoever fucking did the architecture on this place, oh my god, like the bottom half is like decorated with like these like orange and gold, like fiery, like adornments, and then the second floor is like this puke green like wallpaper that you would find in like a therapist's waiting room, and
Nice.
similar to like the fucking Gringotts Bank, it's like slightly off kilter.
Oh my god.
And yeah, in just like in the most like Vegas like flashing neon signs, Mika and Eli's Emporium.
Okay, I open the door. Hello.
As you open the door, you are met with like the what's a scent pleasant to you? That you are met with that scent.
I would say.
Freshly killed target.
Yeah, blood of your victims.
What the fuck do you guys think I am? I would say like like nicely grilled steak.
No,
Oh, that's where I am.
yeah.
I'm tweeting
you
my
are met with
best
the
ever
smell of
assistant.
freshly grilled
Because I've
steak.
been neglecting him. For
As you walk in, this place is massive. It's basically like a fucking Bunnings warehouse inside this little shack. And you are met with these two older men just as you walk in. Hello. And
Hi.
hi. How can I help?
We're just looking for some things to help us on our trips and supplies.
Ah, yes. I'm Mika. He's Eli. How can I help?
Well, first, I would like to take a break. As I see we're about to run out of battery, and then I'll talk to you.
Sounds good.
Alright, so we'll be back from our break very soon.
For finally the shopping episode.
Yay! See you soon!
Now that we're done with welcome back to the final segment of our show tonight. Let's go. You have just made your way to Nika and Eliza and Corin. We have been greeted by these two very old men, human both. They look at you expectantly. Well, what can I do today?
Yeah, so as I said, we're just trying to stock up to get ready for quite a long trip. We tend to get into a bunch of scuffles, so me particularly, I'm looking for, firstly, just some potions and stuff to heal up, just in case people get hurt. And other than that, I'm kind of interested to see what sort of stuff you have. If you have certain items on special that might help with combat capability.
Well, we have I specialize in alchemy, and he specializes in more of the artifice and creative items. But we will have some things to show you. If you're looking for potions of healing, we have a few different types. Most presently, what quality of healing were you after?
Well, what you got?
We've got quite many regular potions of healing. We've got some greaters and some superiors as well, but those are at quite the premium.
How much are greaters?
Let me look for you. Well, the potion of a potion of greater healing would set you back about 200 gold.
Okay. Good to
If
know.
you
How much are
to buy in
regulars?
bulk, however, I suppose there could be a bit of a discount.
Yeah, we'll talk about final price once we're done. How much are regulars normally?
Regulars are 50 gold apiece.
50 gold. Okay. And what else? What else you got?
Well, we have some superiors, as I mentioned, of healing, and we have one supreme healing potion.
Supreme.
Yes, this one's taken quite the while to concoct, but
How much is that? The greatest. 200 gold.
a supreme healing potion will cost you 1,700 gold.
Oh, great. Yeah, we'll grab that one. I don't think.
And the superiors go for 750.
Okay, good to know. So what about items? You know, things that I can wear, things that I can don, hold, stuff that would help us in combat.
Eli looks at you like, I've got a few things I've been working on here and there. What was your, what are you specifically looking for? Like,
Well, I'm good with my weapons, so I don't need to look at any weapons. But just I've seen lots of people have like magical stuff that they wear on their hands or wear on their body, or like I've got this, and I show the amulet of health. Stuff along these lines that can really help bolster the combat capabilities.
Well, we have a few rings that I've been crafting recently. And he gestures to like basically a glass case with like these like basically mannequin hands. He gestures to one. This one here is will help you if you fall from great height. It will essentially put you under the effects of a feather falling spell. This one here basically makes you more defensive and gives you the ability to evade and the like much better. This one here, and he gestures to this like double looped band. This one allows practitioners of the arcane and the divine to effectively place their magic into the item and then release it at a later moment. And the most recent one I've worked on is for a short amount of time it will allow you to at a distance control and move objects of a certain weight capacity. So those are the rings that we have available to us. In the effect of armors and such, we have a few armors that just provide you a bit more protection. We can also, for a slightly higher premium, make custom items if you so have the desire. And our most premium piece is this. And he gestures to what looks like full. It's a set of full plate armor, and it has got effectively like very refined like filigree along the edges, and is and it looks like it's been like that filigree has been filled with diamonds, like pure diamond. This is one of our premium pieces. It effectively provides a greater amount of protection against incoming attacks and the like. And this has taken many years to craft.
It's awfully fancy and very functional. How do you expect this, and diamonds and gold, to help you in combat?
Well, those are just the components required to provide the additional protection it gives. Similar to the casters of arcane spells and divine spells, this provides the means for the extra protection. It is still a functional piece. It will do exactly what your armor does in combat, but this will provide more protection above that. And effectively, it's +3 armor, +3 plate armor.
Made of literal solid diamond.
Diamond armor!
It's not diamond armor. It's still metal armor. It's just got diamond filigree.
He said diamond
It's
armor.
diamond armor.
Yeah,
We
it's
know what it
diamond
is. It's
armor.
blue.
Just gotta haggle them down to like what, 10 gold?
10 gold.
Yeah.
Do 10.5 gold. 1/2 a gold. Think you made him.
And then wait. So who went shopping? You went to a library. You went to a steakhouse. You're like hustling money. So just the three of you.
Yeah, I'm here.
I guess so.
Okay, cool.
Do you want anything bought, by the way? No. Library.
Well, we'll deal with you first. And it is, yeah, so that's our premium piece. Again, as I said, we have quite an assortment, like, and there are like shelves upon shelves upon shelves upon shelves of just various artifacts and such. We can look into something custom if you so desire. We can continue perusing. We have some. I know you said you were set on weapons, but we do have weapons available to us as well. We have an assortment of arrows to help with combat. We have swords, scimitars.
Let's circle back to the arrows. What sort of arrows you got?
Quite a few different types. We've got arrows that provide more precision. They self-correct to your chosen target. We've got arrows that, if you are extremely precise with, do additional damage. We've got arrows associated with doing additional damage to specific types of creatures, such as dragons and or fae or aberrations.
Do you have like a bundle deal with like a bunch of different types of arrows, like a fun pack?
You can only choose them at random.
That I can just like a ton of arrows in a pack, just so that I've got a weapon for every occasion.
You want to be Hawkeye?
Yeah.
This guy wants to make Deadpool next. You're basically making Hawkeye.
If I'm gonna have
I'm
to use a
Daredevil.
bow and arrow until I get a crossbow, I'm gonna make it fun.
A bundle is of randomized arrows is a bit of an odd request. Maybe at a bit of an elevated price, we could look into doing such a task, if that was
An elevated price? Can't you just grab arrows from shuffle into a bag?
When people come to buy, they buy in like sets of 20. It would effectively be taking 6 from here, 4 from there. It would.
Okay, well, all right. We'll keep it on the table and we'll think about it.
Of course. Other things we have a few. Don't tell anyone this, but we have a few weapons that were the stuff of legend, lost to time, that we've acquired over many negotiations. If that is your.
I mean, I doubt I'll need them, but I'm very curious now.
What's this? There's an old dried up hand here.
We have a boomerang.
Oh, great!
That's it, it's just the normal boomerang.
Lost to time.
Do you actually want to know about the mythic weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Don't want to know about the mythic weapons. Of course I want to know about the mythic weapons.
I fucking do.
Australia was destroyed millennia ago.
Maybe I'll change my class depending on how cool these are. Just completely change everything about me just to use these weapons.
Boomerang guy.
How much for the diamond armor?
Oh no.
Do you want to know?
Of course I want to know.
The diamond, the protective.
Yeah, you're going to start calling it diamond armor by the time we're done with this.
The plate armor that provides additional protection. That one.
It's only legendary.
That one will run you about 9,000 gold.
Man, I thought I was saying a high number when I was like saying 5,000 as a joke, but yeah.
Regular
I would
plate's
have
like 2,000, isn't it?
No, regular plate's 1,500.
Okay.
And I can make it for no reasonable amount.
In terms of weapons of historical import, this weapon here, and he gestures to what looks like this beautifully crafted sword, and at the crest of it, it's got like this this insignia of a shield embedded into it.
Those are. I'll take that too.
2? You can't. Surely you can't even afford the first thing.
+6.
Perhaps a life of
This,
crime is for me.
This weapon is known to be. When you attack with it, you can choose to either attack. You make your attacks to strike more true, or you can transfer, or you can transfer its bonus attacks to more defensive capabilities. And he takes it off the rack, and there's there's a bunch of test dummies lining the racks. And the first time he goes to attack, he this old man still has some sort of capability in him, and he makes a really good hefty attack. And then the second time he attacks, you see that the sword projects this magical barrier in front, and instead of striking as hard, it's got a protective shield in front of him.
Got it.
I know what those are. Protective shield.
I see Solomon has dollar signs in his eyes. How much?
Solomon just likes. Stuart just likes the idea of +7 to his armor class.
How much would that be?
This one,
10,000 gold.
It's a sword anyway. He's not going to use a sword.
I know.
This one here would run you about 7,500.
Okay, good to know.
And to answer your did you say you wouldn't use the sword in character?
No.
Because he was going to say should it be your interest? A lot of these enchantments are transferable, but that comes again at an individual cost.
Defender hammer? Question mark? No, it's okay.
Another powerful, legendary.
It's all legendary, I think.
Is yes, and basically he gestures to this lance that extends about a good 10 foot, and then and he says this specific one is known to do additional damage to wyverns and dragon-like. And you see, again, to exemplify his point, there is a training dummy that is standard, and then a training dummy that has got draconic armor on it, and he smacks both of them once to demonstrate, and the training dummy with the draconic armor just goes like knocks back.
Oof.
Damn.
Damn.
It's a lot of stuff we can't use, but it would be cool to see anyway.
Heavens.
Good to know it's here.
So consider these options. Of course, this I could continue all day, but if you are specific,
Okay.
I will continue to the other members of your troop. Are you looking for your
Sure.
I might take you back to that ring you said that makes you harder to hit.
Yes.
I'm looking for things that either make me harder to hit or help me take more hits.
Well, you've got he examines your armor. While your form is humanoid in nature, there are obviously clear differences between like a humanoid like myself and a humanoid like yours. You could, and he gestures to. He gestures to a basically what looks like a chain shirt of interlocking rings. Elven in make, though wearable by anyone based on its enchantment.
Elven chain.
Yes, this one would provide you with a bit more protection in combat. If I'm not sure of your specific combat prowess, but could be something you're interested in.
How does Elven Chain work again?
Anyone can wear it. You don't get stealth disadvantage. It's just chainmail, I think.
Elven chain is it's a chain shirt with a +1 bonus to AC while you wear the armor. You're considered proficient with the armor even if you lack the proficiency with medium armor.
And chain was what?
It's chain shirt, not chainmail.
Oh, chain shirt, yeah. So it is,
12?
and yeah, it's medium armor, so +2 at most. So 15, 16.
Yeah, it's kind of worse than what I have right now.
Yeah, and we can also look into enchanting the armor you currently wear if that is of your interest.
We already have that in plans. I look at Solomon.
If they can provide you with a more fitting set, then by all means take them up on their offer. I will happily make you something simple, but as I said, it is unfortunately leather.
What kind of enchantments would that be?
What are you seeking?
Maybe even just a simple increase to how tough it is, or more exotic things. Especially if it could protect me from fire.
Fire protection can be done. Fire protection would run you a bit more than a slight increase to toughness, but it could be something you want to invest in. You'll be looking at, I think, 350 for infusing your armor with fire protection, and you'll be looking for about you're looking at about 250 for an increase to your armor. But for that armor, plate armor requires more close eye, but with studded leather like yours, it is far more trivial to infuse.
It's actually like prices within our reach.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like you can't have +3 plate armor.
Yeah.
How about, I'll keep that one in mind. How about,
If you wanted to combine the two enchantments, that is also doable, but that comes again at a premium. You could get +1 and, well, this is the DM told me. You could get +1 and fire resistant armor, but that would cost you more.
Yeah. Theoretically, if I got the fire resistance and got Solomon to do the +1, would that still be possible?
It would be harder for him to do it. These guys are like trained professionals in what they do.
Yeah.
So is that a yes or no?
He could do it. You don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
It would-
Is that something-
enchanting something that's already enchanted, is that a thing that exists?
It would-
It is,
it would-
but again, he doesn't know how to do it like as
Yeah.
efficiently as these guys do.
and that's something that
These guys have the.
Like he could botch it and give you cursed -1 armor of fire vulnerability.
Yep.
So,
I can't have extra vulnerability.
Vulnerabilities don't stack.
4 times fire damage.
I mean, not in rules as written. In your game, it might.
yeah, it just says if you take fire damage, you take
Take
equal
4
damage.
times as much.
No, you just take.
I
equal
mean, you
damage
can
to
make
the
someone
same.
more fire vulnerable. Just pull out your little can of gasoline.
Take an extra d6 fire damage every time.
Either way, I'm happy to continue listing things you may be interested in.
How about, do you have anything that could make me look tough, like take me, so I could take more hits in battle if possible?
So you want something that increases your
Right?
health?
Yeah, increase that.
We could look into creating something custom, but we don't have anything of that nature on hand currently.
Why don't you just take that necklace off Tywin?
No, I need this.
Why? You haven't been hit once. Well, with I suppose you are.
Yes, I was. This saved me from being turned
We could
to
look
dust.
into creating something. And he gestures to Tywin's necklace. We could try replicating
I was
enchantments
going
on
to say,
such a
if we
thing.
provided you with this, could you duplicate it?
It will take some time, and
A week?
probably more than that.
Never mind.
And how long would the both enchantments on the
Plus
arrow?
1 and fire?
Yes, how long would
That could be doable in a week, yes.
Okay.
But combining those two enchantments would be 1,200 gold.
Okay, let's talk numbers because I've thought about what I want. So with the arrows,
You want a bundle?
Sorry?
You want a bundle of arrows?
If I was to get a fun pack of arrows.
Yeah. Of how many arrows do you want? Fun pack.
Well, I guess I need a gauge of how much they cost. Let's just say, like, if it was like a fun pack of 10 different types of arrows.
Do you want them all to be unique, or do you want them to just be a mix and match?
I guess I don't mind. Just like
what do you use?
whatever seems fun.
Okay, sure, okay.
I just want to have fun.
Okay, sure.
But I just need to know how much.
A 10 pack of mixed arrows would cost you. The other thing you'll ask me is what power level are you looking for? Because we have quite a few different power tiers of arrows. Do you want just a bit of an increase, or do you want just a massive variety of high end and low end?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want.
You want a variety of high end.
I
and
want
low
it
end?
basically to be like a mystery box where you reach in
Okay,
and you
sure.
could get a car or you could get a
So for
fucking
10
key ring.
Booster pack.
Yeah.
For 10 arrows, that would run you. If it's all 3 tiers, then probably 400 gold.
For 10 arrows. Okay.
But again, this will be a good mix of rares, very rares, and legendaries.
Okay. Alright.
If you want to buy in bulk, we can look into a slight discount.
I'll just do some math and you can keep track of others.
Okay. I will say, if you buy a pack of 100 arrows, we will do it at a discount.
What kind of discount we talking about?
So if we're saying 10 arrows, 400, and we will do a pack of 100 arrows for 3,600.
No, I can't afford that.
10 hours. That's 10 hours free.
So something I'd like.
No,
pardon?
I've got an image of a crossbow in my head, but it's like a steam crossbow that Solomon makes. I want to figure: is there a way to get a formula, a script, the schematic to make things so that it's easier for him to do it in the future with Luft? Or is that-
For mundane items, yes, you can definitely do that.
But not
Magical items, blueprints don't really exist for them. That's more like coalescing and channeling power into items.
Because one of the things I know, I've got magical weapon as a spell. Is there a way for me to then make that permanent more easily then, or not really?
I mean, with collaboration with Luft, yeah, possibly.
Okay. I'll look
Again,
into
it's
it.
something you don't know yet.
Yeah, look into that later then. Do they have any cloaks? A rack of cloaks?
They do.
Ooh. There's 2 types of cloak I'm looking for. One of which is for me, and one of which is for Tywin. Well, actually, no, sorry. It's for Jordan. The cloak's for Jordan. He knows why.
I remember that.
What are you
talking about?
I'm looking for a cloak, robe of many things. What are they all?
Robe of
Useful
useful
items. And a cloak of displacement.
Cloak of displacement.
Cloak of displacement is mostly just because they'd be very powerful on Solomon. And also because I could give it to Teely and Teely wouldn't die, and I feel a little bad about that.
What is
And
a
Solomon would be
displacement?
very
Solomon would be
powerful.
very powerful, but I'd give it to Teely.
What is a cloak of displacement?
It means that until you take damage on your turn, you have people attacking you have disadvantage. So it's like free dodge.
Cloak of displacement. Unfortunately, we don't have it at the moment, but we do have a robe of useful the items.
How much for the thing?
Let me know.
I need to give it a going away gift to an old friend.
A robe of useful items. Well, that could run you about 200, maybe 100. I'll do it at 175 since you guys seem to be willing to splurge.
How respectable of you. That sounds fantastic. I'll put it to the side for now.
Okay, I'm ready to deal.
Right, hit me.
Okay, I would like 30, 35 arrows
35 arrows.
for the price of 30 because I'm buying in bulk and a greater healing potion and 2 regular healing potions. That'll come to, if you're throwing in 5 arrows for free, 1,500 gold.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Um, 18.
35 arrows. 2 regulars and a superior. And a greater healing potion is what you want.
Yes.
Right. He looks over at Mika. What do you reckon? Yeah. Okay. Done.
Good. Good dealing with you. And don't worry, I go through arrows a lot, so I may be back and this may be a repeat gig.
I will bundle up 35 arrows for you.
Wonderful. I've never been more excited.
Do you have anything we could use to restrain a captured spellcaster? In a manner that we might still interrogate them. We ran into an unfortunate scenario in which we caught one and he disappeared.
Well, if you're going to interrogate them, you need to allow them to talk, in which case they can cast spells again.
Precisely. I would like to stop that.
So you're looking for an anti-magic bubble?
I don't know. Something to stop a spellcaster from disappearing when we try to interrogate them.
Let me have a look. And you just so basically so the front end of the store is like basically a Bunnings of like different assortments, and then the back end of the store is basically like the proverbial IKEA ball pit. He just dives in and just starts rummaging through shit.
Isn't it like full of swords?
No.
That doesn't stop him. How you doing? Seen any good books recently at the library?
I hope so.
Yeah.
We have this, and he pulls out what looks like this basically like see-through bubble, and this can create a localized area that allows no spells to be cast, but it doesn't last very long.
May I? How does it work?
Tom twists it.
You don't know how to activate it yet.
I was going to say, I was hoping he turns off.
Yes, this creates a localized field that stops magic from being cast, but it doesn't last very long, and it's got a very limited radius.
I see. We need something we could restrain them with indefinitely. However, thank you very much.
Yes. Anything else I can help you with? Any other portions, which is Mika's purview, on items, which is mine?
No, I believe I can comfortably create...
Well, I think you were eyeing up the diamond armor, as you called it.
Yes, I will come back for that when I have the funds. No, in the meantime, I cannot afford armor made of diamond. However, I was wondering if I could inquire, do you have a supply of adamantium? Adamantine.
Very limited, but yes, we do.
I wish to be able to reinforce myself with it. I have heard of its hardness, stronger than steel.
We don't have adamantine raw. We have armor made of adamantine.
Ah, I see. I was hoping to be able to create the stuff myself, but if not possible, how much would it cost to purchase enough to plate my current set?
Adamantine armor. That would probably run you about that would probably run you about a plate armor. 800 gold.
I see. And you would be able to apply it to my current set if I provided it to you?
Yes.
That is important, you see. This is vestments. Sacred almost, but not ordained technically. Very well.
If it were to be a full set of adamantine armor, then it would cost you the plate armor cost and then the adamantine application. But we can do your armor if you so desire.
Naturally, I would not have you provide me with a second set when I can handily create it myself. Nay, if you cannot provide me with the materials, I will give you mine to infuse.
Understandable.
And that's to the current price, 800.
800
mine. Yeah.
And did you still want the roll of useful items?
Oh, naturally, yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need to get?
Well, that
I've
would
spent
be
all my money.
Yeah.
975 for your purchases.
What do we say with the no cloak of displacement? Arrows for tongue. Got any cool shields?
Ah,
Do you have anything? I have this. Oh no, I'm gonna get Lift to replace that.
Did you want a shield?
If you have any interesting ones, to
We have
share.
a few that we can show off for the time being. We have this one, which allows you to free up your hand, animated shield.
Floaty shield. Yep.
Yes. We have. This one, quite powerful in its incantation, allows you to be more resistant to specifically magic. As such, it is again a premium item.
That'd be expensive as fuck. Yeah, I know what those ones.
Advantage against advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects, and spell attacks have a disadvantage against you.
That's
That's what
crazy.
you want.
Yeah, of course, what I want, but it's
You've been
entirely
eating shit versus magic.
it's entirely out of my price range because I'm pretty sure it's either very rare or legendary.
It's very rare.
How much is for that one? I would be blessed to have it indeed. For while my friend Trey here is in effect, oh, she's not here. While my friend Trey is an effective guard against most magical effects, she is not always present. As last time when we all nearly died.
Well, this this shield here would cost you. This shield would cost you roughly in the range of 5,500.
Ah, I see. I will come back for it with the plate armor.
All we have to do is get what, like 15,000 gold, and you'll be set.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing will ever hit him ever again. But yes, would you? So you're paying for the rebel useful items and the
Yeah, Solomon will.
infusion of adamantine.
Yes.
Are you still holding most of the money? Because I've realized I still only have my starting 200 gold.
I don't know.
You didn't get paid by Theodore because he doesn't know who the
okay,
fuck you
yeah.
are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have
You
anything
just
for you
like
guys.
appeared.
I had the
Yeah.
200 for you, which I gave away already. I don't know who else I had money from. I've got my scrap metal and I've got that's about it otherwise. Either way. Shall we? Is there anything else?
Are you doing anything with your stuff?
I can't.
Why can't you? Oh, you just can't afford it.
Yeah.
Well, how much did you, so what, you wanted fire resistance basically. Do you want both or just the fire
Plus one
resistance?
and fire is what you.
That was going to
on.
be 700?
1,200 a lot. But if you're paying so much, he will say like, I could run you a bit of a discount, not too much, but I could.
If we
Still,
came
I
back
don't
with
think-
armor which we had already enchanted the protection aspect on, would you then find it easier to make it resistant to fire and flame?
It wouldn't change much, unfortunately. It's still combining two enchantments, which is quite a lengthy process. But
So if we did half your work for you, it would cost no more, no less. I see. Is this sort of establishment? Tywin, you have led us into a brothel of greed and...
Here's the 1,500 that
Yeah.
I paid for my.
I'll pay off as well.
so 975.
Sorry?
975. 175 for the robe of useful items and 800 for the adamantine infusement.
Yes.
Okay, and you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Unlucky. No, he says he's willing to go down to 1,000 for both. If
I
you,
mean, I only have two.
yeah. So no, but I was saying if like your party can like help you out.
Ask for labor.
How much would just the fire resistance be?
300.
350.
350, sorry.
Okay. 350. And just the plus one was 250. Yeah,
If my money is in, that's just so dumb. You can't take off. It doesn't auto recalculate for you.
No,
That's right.
it's doing better.
Stupid thing.
yeah, I'm probably not gonna do anything.
Well, cool. It has been a pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Thank you. I definitely want to come back here when we get back, because this is a cool place.
Oh, we can't.
I will say,
Yeah.
just for shits and gigs, you do see Sigmund just walking on like one of the upper levels of the establishment.
Oh damn.
I'm not gonna talk to him. Pretend you don't see him. Walk out. Walk out.
I will talk to you about your 35 arrows in a bit.
Yeah. Well, after the session, we'll talk about.
Yeah. But other than that, library.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Library.
You had to like, what sort of library? Just like the biggest one you can find.
I'm trying to find one that would have a lot of historical records.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you make your way to more of a historical archive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make chicken into small chicken again because I don't think big chicken will be allowed into said place.
There are like little posts to tie up your steed and stuff.
I'm keeping chicken on watch. Don't want to lose him. I'm gonna head in. I'm just going to look for any potential historical events that could be related to the order, or any kind of information about the order in specifics, about where they have been doing things. Or, if I can't find any of that, I'm going to look up records on the Solan fires.
On the what?
Solan fires? That's kind of a backstory thing.
Sorry, I'm...
No, we're all good. I'll message you if you want to start doing just the general order stuff. Anyway.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Maybe actually.
18.
Okay. Well, you find a few things pertaining to the order, but it's more about like their founding. Like it talks about how X1 was brought to ecological ruin, and basically it started as a sect of druids saying, let's not fuck up a second planet, let's just not go to the second planet, let's just die with the first planet. And then eventually it became like a hate of all things arcane, and how they perverted a second planet, but now this time they were fueled with Aether and all of the technological advancements that brought along. And it's just a lot of it you, with your insight, you can read as being very propagandist. But then there's there's elements of like there's like talk of there's like actual hard facts about like, we already fucked up one planet, why would we do that again? Why can we not just learn from our mistakes?
Yeah.
So that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's that's what you find. What else are you looking for related? I can if you just want to recap what you were looking for.
Any sort of like events that have taken place that have been influenced by the order or anything?
Well, there is mention of the teleportation of the city now. There are like not books, but like news articles, like news clippings about like a few of them are very like tinfoil hat, like thing drops from sky, city teleports. Oh my god, the truth is out there. And then there's like ones that are like the ones that talk about there's like a local band of heroes attempts to stop city teleportation. And then there's ones that talk about there's one that specifically talk about the
Echlax.
The Echlax and they're part of it. Roll a what would this be? This would be roll a straight intelligence roll.
Can it be a save?
No.
6. That's terrible.
You notice that some of the like the news clippings about specifically the Echlax involvement in it have print errors. Like it looks like text is smudged. It looks like it's all from the same newspaper or news article, so it doesn't look like the printing matches up.
Right.
Someone's fucked them up as they printed it.
Can I find out what newspaper that came from?
Sure. So roll. So no, that wouldn't be rolled. Yeah. So this one's just attributed to like the Enriya daily.
Okay. And is there like an author name or anything?
I think it would be. This specific article is listed under someone called Egret Marigold.
Wait. That sounds really familiar. I don't think you've ever said it, but the marigold part sounds really familiar.
Alrighty.
And then, yeah, what was the other thing you were looking for?
So it's in particular with like a series of fires that took place in Solon, which is in Naya. Just looking to see like the basic stuff.
There's like news reports of it happening. There's nothing more in depth on that note that you can find at least. Yeah, so there's nothing specifically other than like, oh, these fires happened, this many people died, it was tragic, our hearts go out to the families.
Hopes and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I was going in there for. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Roll a. Actually, let me roll something first. As you like start packing your stuff away to head back to where you're headed, you notice that on the specifically the Eklak news clipping, you notice that some of those misprints start to ever so faintly glow silver. There are silver glows them.
That's not what is going on. Am I too tired for this today?
Have a reroll of an intelligence check with advantage.
Oh my god, okay. 17.
There's, as the best that you can ascertain, there's some sort of cipher in the message that you can't decode.
Is that one you got from Sigmund?
Yeah.
Hang on! Oh, is it? It was just like silver glow on them. It's
Pardon?
nothing. Nothing is specific with the silver glow, right?
Well, no, like a few of the misprints get highlighted. Like there's there's typos in the text itself. Like there's an A where an E should be, or like certain words don't flow correctly.
I'm gonna start just writing them down.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can't take them away from it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just going to start writing down every single clipping of the same, or like where it occurs, to have a copy of that.
If you get a second copy of the same paper, are those print errors the same?
What do you mean?
So if we went and found a second copy of the Enriya Daily for this date, do you reckon they'd be the same?
I mean, there are multiple copies of the newspaper if you want to have a look.
Maybe it's just in this
If
one.
you have a look, like obviously that. So what you found was like actual cutouts. If you find like the actual newspaper itself, the misprints are there on that one as well.
Am I able to take, just like to someone who would run it, like, am I able to take a copy of this? I never got to read this paper. Would I need to pay anything? I don't mind.
Do you plan to return it?
That's a no.
Maybe not. I really like scrapbooking and things, and I just.
Sure, we can sell it to you for like 2 silver.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. I
That's
give
nice.
them. I give them a gold.
Okay.
Big spender.
Thank you.
No worries.
Keep the change. It's fine. And I will hurry out to head back to the airship.
To scrapbook.
To scrapbook.
To scrapbook.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna hold it like really tightly and just look at Chip and be like, I think we might have a lead here. Potentially.
Investigate a trade.
Well, with that, That's what happens next session.
Yeah. All right.
Introduction of a new character. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, very
Grumpy
exciting.
little child.
Oh, no.
They burnt you to death, and now you're back. Albeit,
So, I didn't get a chance to cast Detect Evil and Good. That's alright.
Not
Next
this time.
next session, everybody.
next session we'll pick up at the steakhouse.
Yes.
Yes.
Very important.
All right. So, Thea, would you like to give us a game recommendation?
I would. Actually, I need to think of a game that I haven't recommended that I've been playing recently.
Hey,
First, let me look.
let me bring out the list.
No,
not
no.
true.
No. I am gonna. If it hasn't already been recommended, I'm gonna recommend Celeste.
I don't think it
I
has.
don't think it has.
It is a really good platformer. Like the movement mechanics are very crisp, very fun game. It has this overarching story about like recovering from mental health problems. So just like very fun game.
Yeah, I
very.
finished- I
It
finished it like a
will
month
leave you
ago.
fucked up, but also very fun game.
Yeah, I played it like a month ago. That's great.
And you will find yourself bashing your head against a wall, but in a good way.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us for episode 43.
Yeah.
And make sure to follow us on all of our social media. We are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr as DiceRevDND.
When did we last post anything on Tumblr?
Yeah, well, I'm not the one in charge of
Did we
it,
last
so.
post
I
anything?
was gonna say, when have we ever posted anything? Let's be real. But
There you go.
But it's good to have just in case. So make sure to follow those accounts and to find out when we're streaming, follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube,
Yep.
and you will know exactly when we're streaming because you'll be notified about it. It'll be very useful for you. And
I think we are
us.
running next week now. I think we initially weren't going to, but I think we might.
Devin,
We
right?
can now.
Yeah, because I think we're gonna be down a lot of people last week. So this
Okay.
upcoming week, we should be
Yeah.
running.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we're running next week. The best way to know is to subscribe, and you'll find out. So we will see you next week, maybe. And goodbye.
bye bye.